Testing. Check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. How's that sound? Sounds good.
I've tested it, so I know that one works.
You know it works.
I just had, of course, they had different.
Friday the 13th. Most people probably learn to associate the combination of the day and the month and the day of the week as unsettling. Stories have been told about how one should watch out on such a day, as the superstitious would have you believe it's especially unlucky. Why? I don't know. I'm not sure anyone really knows, honestly. A now debunked study once found that hospital admissions increased by around 50% on the ominous occasion. The fictional Jason Voorhees, as seen on your screen right now, was born on Friday the 13th. And if you don't know who that is, I'd like to give you some advice. Everything starts hurting a little once you turn 30, youngsters. I like to tell people that I'm like Michael Scott in that I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious. Are the two teams we'll see tonight? The Fulton Falcons take on the Mavericks here at Anderson County High School. AC has to feel pretty good about its season so far, sitting at 2-0 and coming off an impressive 35-18 victory over Bearden. Fulton maybe isn't feeling so great, beginning the season at 1-2, but maybe can see itself improving under first-year head coach Justin Long after it took Halls to overtime before losing 20-14. The Falcons, the underdogs, will look to make the home team feel unlucky on this day, known just for that. The Mavs will be listening for the as they try to win their opening region game of the season. Stay tuned, and we'll let you know if they do on our OEB Law Game of the Week. Day or night, 24/7, someone will be there to answer and give you a free consultation and get to work on your case immediately. Call 865-546-1111 or visit the website full of helpful information, recintoacheck.com. That's OEB Law. I'm Aaron Harvey, and speaking of OEB Law, Mr. Tim Elrod is joining us. Would love for Coach Dan Shoemaker, Doc Dan, to join us. Got feeling a little under the weather earlier today, went to the doctor, running a high fever. So he wanted to be here, and we just told him, no, you know what? We'll get it handled. Don't worry. And fortunately for us, this game is at Anderson County High School. That's your favorite program.
Yeah, you know, I'm always a homer when I'm here, but tonight I'm going to keep my neutral shirt on. And did you know?
Neutral shirt?
Yeah, well, the shirt, well, there might be a Mav on it, but there's no TV up here.
No,
So anyway,
there you go.
Did you know, FYI, frigatrichodecaphobia
Close.
is the fear of Friday the 13th.
You're really close.
Give it a try.
There it is on your screen. It's frigatrichodecaphobia.
Why don't somebody text in and see if they can say that on the text?
So Coach Shoemaker, he was looking forward to saying that, and he practiced saying it. He said, hey, listen, this took me a couple days, but I know how to say it now. And so you gave it a really great effort.
I tried, you know, maybe he can call in to the free medical clinic call-in show after the game tonight,
yeah,
and to see if he can pronounce it for everybody. We'll all be listening.
So first off, I want to address something really quick before we move on in our program. You said you're going to keep your neutral shirt on tonight. I'm not going to ask you to do that because you are an Anderson County fan. I don't think that's fair to you. So here's the way I'm looking at it. I grew up around the Attitude Era of the WWF, okay, which we can't call it that anymore. It's WWE, but also WCW. So you had Tony Schiavone on WCW, and he was with Bobby the Brain Heenan, and Bobby the Brain always liked to kind of root for the bad guys or whatever, and Tony Schiavone was there to like keep everything kind of neutral. And you know, Jerry the King Lawler back on the other wrestling program, kind of the same way. And then you had good old JR. Jim Ross was kind of the guy to try to keep everything grounded there. Like, I don't care. I'll play good old JR tonight, and I'll play Tony Schiavone tonight. You can be Bobby the Brain. You can be Jerry the King Lawler. And you can show your bias tonight. I'll keep it all grounded, and it can be that dynamic if you want.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll call it like we see it. That's for sure.
There you go.
But you know, keeping with the Friday the 13th theme, I know we're here at Anderson County, of course, and you know, a great fireworks show they got planned as usual. But did you know that the last of the 6 Fulton championships was 10 years ago? But the thing is that championship DNA is still there with these Falcons. And as you know, Aaron, anything can happen on Friday the 13th.
It absolutely can. So that's Tim Elrod of OEB Law joining us. Special guest fill-in tonight for us. We're very glad to have him so that I don't have to do this all by myself. Always a treat to have him anyway. But, there's a lot of great games going on around the area. We'll tell you about those. And, of course, we got to preview our game tonight, too, between the Anderson County Mavericks and Fulton Falcons. And we'll do that when we get back. This is the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Tim Elrod. Over the years, you've heard us at OEB Law say, let us turn your wreck into a check. We still do that for many families, but I want to take the time to go beyond the slogan. I think I've learned over the years, and more every day, that the most important thing for an attorney to understand is the value of being a partner to you. When you and your family call an attorney, you're calling because you need some help. You need someone to pull alongside you and stand with you. We understand the process of the legal system. You probably don't. So it's our responsibility to keep you informed about every step of the process. You're going to have questions about what's going on. What's next? What do I need to know? Our responsibility is to guide you through the process with the information that you need, the answers to your questions, and the assurance that we have your back at OEB Law. You have my word. We stand with you because communication is key.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Price savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Upgrade your home with stunning natural gas appliances from Oak Ridge Utility District. Enjoy 0% financing with approved credit and turn your dream kitchen into a reality. Call today for a free estimate, get free delivery on all purchases, and enjoy handsome incentives on our appliances. Free delivery, 0% financing, and impressive incentives makes now the perfect time to switch to affordable, safe, and reliable natural gas. Don't wait. Choose Oak Ridge Utility District, your affordable energy choice. Call now or visit our website to get started.
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant Health, it means we see nearly 2.2 million visits annually from over 700,000 patients who receive hope and healing. It means our 13,000 dedicated experts are all working together for a common goal. It means completing more than 400,000 appointments for wellness and primary care and serving 107,000 heart patients along with those who their hearts beat for. It means providing 24,000 cancer patients with life-saving treatments and welcoming 8,000 babies into the world each year. With over 150 locations throughout East Tennessee, you'll always find an open door to care because we are committed to being the first, best, and strongest choice for the one number who matters most. You. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
And welcome back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Tim Elrod, special guest appearance, and he'll be with us the rest of the time, standing in for Coach Dan Shoemaker. You know, it was a true heavyweight fight last night as Alcoa took on Greenville at home. We were robbed of that matchup a year ago because of weather. For a half, it lived up to the billing. Alcoa struck first in the second quarter, but Greenville quickly answered, not once, but twice after a tornado fumble. And the second half was all Alcoa, though, and the final score was 31-13. Impressive outing from the 3A champs.
Yeah, definitely. Coach Nix has done a great job with a very good Alcoa team. You know, the Tornadoes are young in spots. 5 or 6 sophomores were in that lineup. They're all tremendous athletes. And, of course, Greenville is Greenville being, you know, Anderson County knows Greenville very well. East Tennessee knows Greenville very well. They put a great product on the field each and every Friday night. And to see them fight the way they did against, you know, just a perennial powerhouse in Alcoa, and it's just reload with them, and that's what they did last night. And you know, looking at the two lines last night, I was fortunate enough to, you know, tune in to Rivalry Thursday like everybody else and watch that, and appreciate Mark Packer and his team putting that on. But what a game. A lot of D1 talent on that field, and I'm glad East Tennessee gets to see those type of games.
Yeah, me too. And when I saw the Rivalry Thursday schedule, that's the game that I was like really looking forward to the most. That one and the Oliver Springs Coalfield game is like, those are the two games I feel like I really want to see on Rivalry Thursday. And I didn't get to watch that game last night because one of my favorite musical artists. Oh yeah, it looks like it. One of my favorite musical artists came to the Tennessee Valley Fair last night.
Oh.
So I went to go see Ludacris.
Ludacris.
I did.
Did you raise the roof?
I did. Yeah, I did.
That's a good time, I bet.
It was really good. So I hated that I missed the Greenville Alcoa game, but I followed it. Like in between songs and stuff. I was pulling up Coach T, and then we've got a group message with Brad and Coach, and they were texting about it back and forth. So like I was keeping up with all of it while still enjoying my time there, but like I wanted to know how that game was going.
Yeah, definitely a great one.
So Knox West, two-time defending 5A champion. The Rebels only lost one game the previous two seasons combined, and it's not like they did that with a light schedule. In fact, they beat the Rebels about half an hour south of them twice. That's right. I'm talking about Maryville. Now, to be fair, Maryville hasn't exactly lived up to the billing it earned under former head coach George Quarles, but it hasn't been bad either. This season may be a little different, though. The Blount County Rebels are 3-0 and look like they feel like it's old times again. The Knox County Rebels opened the season with a loss in triple overtime, so already matching their loss total from the previous two seasons. A win tonight will make a lot of people believe that Maryville may be back.
I think that Maryville's got that Maryville swagger back. The team just feels different this year. They're making both plays on both sides of the balls. This is traditional Maryville football. They've yet to give up any points this year, I think. Teams are only averaging, 120 yards per game? That's a Maryville team, but look, you can't look past West. Wow, they can bring it, and they can bring it hard and fast, so that'll definitely be one to look out for.
It's amazing the success that West has had the past two seasons, and it's going to be hard to follow that up as we have seen so far. Clinton's new head coach, Jason Hammock, he got his first win with the Dragons, and his team gave him the game ball to celebrate that 48-13 victory over Scott High. Now the region schedule begins just south of here as Campbell County is in town. The Cougars are also coming off their first win of the season over Kings Academy and also have a new head coach in Mark Pemberton, though, let's be honest, Pemberton, he's been around a long time. His coaching career began in 1986 with Rockwood. The Cougs, they like to sling it around the yard last year with quarterback Landon Hensley, who, by the way, is now the starting quarterback here at Anderson County, so you're going to hear a lot more about him later. But this year, they're manning the wing T. In a region with just 5 teams, every league game is important.
Yeah, Coach Pemberton's been in this coaching business for a long time. Everybody knows him. He knows that wing T as good as anybody, better than most. But Coach Hammock at Clinton, he's got talent there. He's got the community behind him. And what a strong community support that he's getting right now. And I know Clinton's got great things on the future coming their way. And this matchup coming, getting a big win over Scott, that really helps that program in ways that, they need. So looking forward to this week, though. That's going to be a good game, because when you play that wing T, it's so hard to prepare for. Really, it's just so many different things they can do out of it, and when you got Pemberton running it, well, that could spell trouble.
It could. So I think we're getting ready. We are awaiting the pregame festivities here in Anderson County. So we got a couple more games that we need to go over, and we can do that when we get back. Let's go to break. This is the OEB Law Game of the Week.
In East Tennessee, our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the advanced skills needed to be the very best in the industry. Keep jobs local and the money in the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's one person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
Patterson's Appliance.
National anthem tonight performed by the Anderson County High School Marching Band as we are back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Tim Elrod stepping in. He'll be with us the rest of the night as we get set for our matchup as it gets closer between the Fulton Falcons here at Anderson County High School. So, last week, the wheels just fell off for Oak Ridge in the second quarter against Powell. The Wildcats are 0-2. And they need to bounce back. They don't have a chance tonight as Carnes is at Blankenship Field for a region matchup. You know, we talked about it last week, but Derek Rang's team has a lot of talent. They got to put it together and make it work.
Yeah, you know, Carnes is playing better with 2 wins this season. I don't know if we've seen a winless Oak Ridge matchup with a 2-1 Carnes before, but I'll tell you this, I wouldn't want to be Carnes going into Blankenship. That sounds like a buzzsaw.
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure. Another a region opening game with the team we've seen this season includes Wartburg. First-year head coach James Gibson, somebody you know, and his team had the bye week last week after beginning the season 0-2. 2 weeks ago, his team was in a back-and-forth game with Harriman, but Coach Gibson told me that they had a serious injury to one of the players, and then after that, the team didn't look right, which I understand. One of the players goes off in an ambulance. Might be hard to concentrate on football at that point. Bulldogs are going to host Oneida tonight. 6 teams in Region 2 AA, so this is another one of those instances where every single game in that league is important.
Yeah, definitely. Oneida has a balanced attack that'll press the Bulldogs' defense tonight. There's no doubt about that. Offensively, you know, the Bulldogs, they found some momentum in that loss to Harriman. You know, they held the lead for over a half, so there's something to be said about that. And, you know, Coach Gibson, you know, that man is building a program, and each step that he takes is going to be a step towards success, and I would just encourage that community to support them, and they're going to get a great product.
Yeah, I was hoping that you get to come down and join us for that Week 1 game where they played Coalfield, and they laid an egg against Coalfield. I don't think anybody would argue with that. I think it was pretty disappointing. There was a lot of hype built up about it, but, man, that gate was incredible. People 2-3 deep on the fence to watch that game, and there's a lot of excitement around Wartburg, and there should be. And so, like you said, the community needs to stay involved there and show that those players, hey, listen, we still support you. We know it's an uphill climb from where you are right now, but we're going to come out, we're going to cheer you on, and hopefully get that program moving in the right direction.
And that's just the same way here as we watch the Anderson County team gearing up, getting ready in the shed there, getting ready to come out. The most electrifying entrance in all of high school football. Look, we got some steps going on tonight.
What? Look at that. Is her name Annie?
Ain't nobody does it better than Anderson County. Come on.
That.
Now that's how you get ready to play. And here comes the fireworks. Oh, tinted blue tonight. That's nice. Oh, yeah. And that's how we roll. I mean, the most electrifying. It's the greatest show on turf. It is the standard in East Tennessee, and what an entrance, right?
Without a doubt. You say the standard in East Tennessee. It's amazing.
It's amazing. And here they come, and there it goes,
I mean, this is something that,
a lot of people will say, well, look, y'all, what are y'all doing up there? And I always tell them, look, we're celebrating our community. We want our community to be a proud member of it. And, coming to Anderson County, this is the type of environment that we like to set up for our children so we can focus on athletics, focus on being a good community and getting good academics. And so that's why we do it, to make those great memories up here and have those kids focused on what's important.
Yeah, and it's got to make them feel great and motivated to know that this is community support. That is to the max what that looks like. So we got to see that show, fireworks and all. Now we've got to take our last break before we break down this game between Fulton and Anderson County, which we will do next on our OEB Law Game of the Week.
This has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
A college degree can't be earned in just one day, but can be achieved by doing our best together, just one day at a time. From getting a great start with your Roan State Success Coach, to learning together in the classroom, accessing free tutoring in the Learning Center, and working one-on-one with your instructors. Together, we succeed, one day at a time. Oh, and free tuition helps. So apply at roanstate.edu now, and let's succeed together.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
What do we help them with? We help them with diabetes, hypertension, any kind of medical need that they need that's necessary. And being in a community with the African American community lets them know that we're here.
Fulton football hasn't looked like Fulton football as of late. Between 1981 and 2021, the Falcons had 3 head coaches. That means the average tenure over a 40-year span was 13 1/3 years. There's that number 13 again. During that span, the school collected 6 state championships, the last coming in 2014. But counting 2021, there have been 3 head coaches for this storied program. Justin Long, a Fulton alumnus who led the Falcons to their first state title as a quarterback in 2003, has been tasked with trying to turn around this faltering program. Long knows the traditions, as he first returned to Fulton as an assistant in 2009 and was on staff for the 3 state titles from 2012 to 2014. He only left when he was offered a head coaching job at Grace Christian in 2021. When he got the call to go back home, he took it. Fulton is far removed from its glory days. Since the 2019 season, the Falcons have only averaged under 4 wins per season. But all it takes is that one moment, that one game where things go right to get a program moving in the right direction. It's known as the elusive signature win, and defeating Anderson County at the bullpen would be just that. The cards are stacked against them as Davey Gillum has turned the Mavericks into a 4A powerhouse. In the last 3 years, Fulton hasn't even been close at the Final Horn. But we mentioned, it's Friday the 13th. Some say odd things happen on this day. If it's a signature win for Justin Long, the odd thing could very much turn into a normal thing. Could it happen tonight? We'll find out on our OEB Law Game of the Week. I'm Aaron Harvey, joined by Tim Elrod. And, not to be cliche, but it's fair to say that this is David and Goliath tonight, except the David in this instance used to be the Goliath to about everybody in Tennessee.
Indeed. You know, this matchup used to be one-sided. The Fulton Falcons have a history of success in their not too recent past. The Mavericks has had the recent success with a gold ball 2 years ago and a long run in the playoffs last year. Both these teams know what it takes. You know, Fulton's had plenty of Mr. Footballs come through their doors. They've had a winning tradition for years on end, and you're right, this could be the signature win that they're looking for, and Friday the 13th, anything can happen.
Yeah, and you know, even though the Falcons have some great athletes, offense has so far been hard to come by. Fulton averaging below 200 yards per game, but it could be that with a new coach, the team just hasn't clicked yet.
Yeah, you know, it's just one of those things where it's a little different from the Anderson County teams of the past. They're bigger up front. Laru, boy, he's fast.
He is.
Oh, my goodness. That run he had the other night down the sidelines, he had a second and a third gear. So very elusive player. But, you know, Coach Gillum's got the team, you know, in their process of working towards the postseason, and that means taking it a game at a time. And I think that's their mindset and mentality tonight. You know, it's always important when you're in a big district game here. And, you know, playoffs are already implicated when you play these games. So I think Anderson County has you know, has the same mindset to come out and make a signature win, a statement in the region again tonight.
Yeah, because this Anderson County offense, it's really been clicking. Newcomer Landon Hensley is at quarterback. We mentioned him earlier, coming over from Campbell County, and Waylon Laru taking over. You know, last year it was Nick Moog. The year before that, it was the 1-2 punch of Nick Moog and Gavin No. Those are more bruising backs. Laru, though, is a speedy back, laser timed 4.40. So he's
lightning in a bottle. No doubt about that.
He is extremely fast.
But what gives our quarterback an added edge is we've got some great talent at wide receiver. You know, fast, elusive, but sure-handed. And I think that's, again, going back to Coach Gillum, he always has his players ready to play the game with the proper mindset. So, you know, I know these guys are out there ready to go.
Okay, so I got to bring this up. Anderson County, they lost a game because of weather, because they went to Science Hill. That game got
Do you call that a loss?
They lost a game. It's not a loss. They only have 9 games.
You said loss.
Right, okay. So we need to be clear. Yeah, that's
no, that was a non-reported score.
You are I got to remember, I'm dealing with an attorney here. You got to be clear in what you're saying. So they only have 9 games on their schedules. What I'm trying to say, you know, the same thing happened to Alcoa, but just and the same open dates, October 11th. We need to make that game happen.
That sounds like one we need to make happen, no doubt about it. Well, we got the coin toss. Let's get it right, ref.
You know, the gate for that game would be spectacular.
Oh, absolutely.
Fulton has won the toss. They will receive. So even though he's not here, we did hear from Dr. Dan, so we do have Dr. Dan's do's and don'ts. So we will, I'll read those off, because Dan Shoemaker, hope you get feeling better, buddy. I know you're listening at home or watching at home.
Yeah, get to feeling better.
So for Fulton, focus on first downs, string several together for a successful drive, and make AC earn everything they get tonight. No gimmies. And you see Dr. Dan sporting the Jason mask for Friday the 13th. For Anderson County, keep the Maverick Stadium mojo working. Listen for that and contain the speed of Fulton and Anderson County.
And those are very wise words. Definitely contain the speed of Fulton. They've got exciting, explosive players. I know their quarterback, I think he missed this game last year, so with an injury, and so I think he's going to be ready to play as well.
I hope everybody's ready to play. you know, you can have your fandom. We don't make any secrets about it. You're an Anderson County fan. But see, like with me being in this position that I'm in, I just want to see a game. I like the stories and seeing the game, the stories unfold and the games be good. That's what I'm hoping for tonight. A great game as kickoffs this season sponsored by the UA Local 102 Plumbers Steamfitters Union out of Knoxville. Go to ualocal102.org. Reminding you, there is no substitute for UA skilled craftsmen. So,
well, it looks like we got a bit of a breeze here tonight, but the weather's just perfect. Beautiful night again in East Tennessee and Anderson County. The crowd is ready to go, got their cowbells out. Fulton's bringing the noise with their band. Let's get this thing underway.
Set to kick off, it is Jackson Payne. And ladies and gentlemen, it's on. A high bouncer off the ground picked up by Raymond Thomas, and Thomas looks for running room.
Yeah, he got down on the ground. He knows it's going to be a long game. They've got good starting field position. Let's.
Ball is taken by number 11, Raymond Thomas. Brought down by Brooklyn.
So starting field position, let's see where this is. It's Hammers 1st and 10 from, it looks to be about the 28-yard line. So we'll get our first look at this Fulton offense. And again, Fulton has struggled badly on offense this season. Trying to get things going under new coach Justin Long, former quarterback for this Fulton program.
State championship winner too, right?
Yep, all-state quarterback. And on the first play, they're going deep, and they got it!
They got him down the sideline. Oh, my goodness.
Down to the 30. It is Derek Smith.
What great separation there for the wide receiver. He had two steps on him at least, and perfectly thrown ball stood right there in the pocket, and you know, big play to come out of the gate. Certainly a momentum setter for Fulton.
So just like that, Fulton deep into Anderson County territory. Ball spotted at the 26-yard line. You saw in the Chuck Fleischman replay. That's a surprising way to start this game, and now we've got a flag as the back judge, or no, that wasn't the back judge, threw it and hit the Anderson County lineman.
Well, it is Friday the 13th.
It is, yeah.
Who's his daddy?
Dead ball.
Ball start.
Wow. So that will make it a Hammers 1st and 15, backing the ball back to the Anderson County 31-yard line.
First down and 15 at the Anderson County 31.
Oh, it was a snap infraction is what Brad's telling us.
Oh, is that where they kind of twitch the ball around or something like that before the snap? Yeah, you got to be careful with that.
Man in motion. That's Thomas. Handoff goes up the middle, and I believe he lost a yard. On the carry that time was Albert Johnson.
Well, you know, Fulton's got to test the middle. If they don't test the middle, then, you know, that coverage will be there a little bit. I don't know if that long play, you know, it does wonders, you know, setting the tone of the rest of the series.
Second and 16. Snap, and they're doing it again, and with a little bit more separation, but the pass is ultimately overthrown just a little bit.
Fulton player wanting maybe some pass interference there, but you know, I didn't see really any advantage gained by any player from a little hand fighting going on down the field.
Big 3rd and 16. I mean, he had the play he wanted. It was just overthrown just a little bit.
Yeah, they're definitely coming out and testing the corners on Anderson County.
So Molden with a split back set this time. Molden takes the snap, rolls to his right.
No,
lets it go. It's picked off.
They tested it too much.
They certainly did. That pass is picked off by Waylon Laru. The speedster we were talking about.
Yeah. Wow, and it looked like he one-handed that. That was a pretty athletic catch there. Let's check out that Chuck Fleischman instant replay.
Yeah, that's a
stopped
it with one hand and let it fall down.
Yeah, that's a playmaker. That's what a playmaker does in big plays. And wow, ball hawk.
So Fulton was winning the field position battle with that early completion, but now that's been erased as Anderson County's first drive with the Hammers 1st and 10 is in good field position. And already Laru is up the field into Fulton territory, but there is a flag.
Well, there's a reason he got up into Fulton territory.
I would say that's in the area of a hold.
Yeah, that's definitely holding country.
We'll get the official call here, and it is indeed a hold. See, that flag is sitting on the 47, so if it's a 10-yard penalty from that point.
Yeah, that Chuck Fleischman replay right there at the top of the screen there, you saw a little holding on too much there.
Yeah.
And that kind of let him have the edge. It was a good swing pass, though, motion out of the backfield. So
the flag was at the 47. I thought they'd back 10 yards up from there, but instead they mark it at the 31, so it's 1st and 20. And we've got another flag on the play.
Oh, my goodness. Well, it was already 1st and Ray Viles Ford. Are they going to make it 1st and no? You're going to get some of them yards back.
Wow, so Fulton has a snap infraction on its offensive possession and now has an offsides on its defensive possession. That'll make it a Hammers 1st and 15. Hensley with Laru beside him in the backfield, fakes the handoff to him instead, gets a quick out, and a lot of running.
Nothing but speed. Wow. You know, that was that quick bubble screen. You know, is there some more laundry on the field? Well, that's not fun.
It appears so. That's Israel Small on the completion. And it's another hold on Anderson County.
Well, maybe that Chuck Fleischman replay will show us that maybe it wasn't a hold on Anderson County.
Yeah, I think Israel Small's dad is watching. So, sorry, your son's
no, I mean
completion got negated a little bit.
I mean, it was a great. No, I don't know about that now.
That's terrible.
He should have. Maybe he should have ran a little faster instead of holding up his arm and faking a hold.
We got a Hammers 1st and 13 here, which is a little odd.
Oh. And
we got a ball knocked into the air, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get Riley Wolfenbarger there.
You know, that's the thing, though, that Hensley's got working for him is his relationship with Gillum and the things that he's been able to learn in terms of making good reads, like that play before to Israel Smalls. You know, that was a good read on his part. So it just looks like Landon is progressing nicely.
On the 2nd and 13, quick out of the backfield. That goes to Laru. And Laru is going to get up close to midfield. That'll bring up 3rd down. Let's see where they mark it to be sure. It looks like the 47, so that should bring up a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. That's one of those difficult downs to defend.
Yeah.
You know?
Bring up 3rd down and 4.
I like how public address announcer Richie Nose says, and there were no flags on the play, as if it were a surprise. Out of the pistol set this time, Hensley is going to pitch it to Laru. And Laru is going to pick up 2 yards. It's going to be short. It'll be 4th and 2 for the Mavericks.
That was a great tackle by number 11 there. Shoestring tackle, but, you know, when you got to make a play, you got to make a play. And he came up and made the play.
Sure did. You see on the Chuck Fleischman replay. And fortunate to make that play, too, because he slipped and made a shoestring tackle.
That's a dead on to.
At right now, with a bunch formation to the right, looks like Anderson County's going to go for it, but I would watch for a hard count here. Nope, no hard count. Straight up the middle with Laru, and Laru is stopped.
You know, credit Fulton right there. You know, they saw that coming. They stacked the box. Fulton's got some big guys in there, and they just stopped that middle run, and, you know, he never could get his feet going. It just never could get his feet going. Good push by Fulton, too.
It was. So Fulton with, I'd say, a little bit of momentum to begin this game. They came out with a big splash play to start the game and then come up with a big stop off of that turnover.
Yeah, but there was no movement. The line of scrimmage, it's supposed to still be with their feet on.
Well, and there you have it. We'll credit that to Richie now.
Hammers 1st and 10, handoff, and some room up the middle. Pretty good pickup on that Hammers 1st and 10.
Run by number 6, Albert Johnson. Met by number 3.
And that was
Stephen
Albert Johnson.
15, Cody the Captain Miller. Brings up second.
They'll give him 5, so we'll have a 2nd and 5 here. And something else unique that you get at Anderson County High School, you see the down and distance marker, the chains.
Makes it so easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, to tell you at the end of the chains how much yards are left for the first down.
Makes it so much easier. Gary Terry's always thinking about how to make it easier.
Nice.
So here is Molden, steps up in the pocket. There is a flag on the play. There is a completion there.
Well, you know, that was good movement in the pocket, and when he delivered that ball, maybe the receiver pushed off a little bit to get that position there.
With as wide open as he was on that curl route there, they're going to call a hold on Anderson County.
Well,
we'll see the Chuck Fleischman replay here in a moment, and we'll try to get a better look at that. But normally when you see that flag come out where the reception took place, if the receiver is that open, it's normally going against the offense.
Yeah, but maybe he just had him beat and he was holding on for dear life.
Could have been.
We quickly noticed.
So that will move the sticks for Fulton. Hammers 1st and 10 at the 34 of Anderson County. Molden split backs in the backfield. Handoff. And this goes to Rawan Womble.
Yeah, just right off that right edge there. Saw a good spot.
And another flag on the
Another
play.
flag. Now, what are we up to? 50?
I think pretty close. Pretty close.
Well, the flag's over here on the stadium side. It's not on the visiting side.
It's a procedure penalty against Fulton.
Yeah, it must have been.
That'll back them up 5 yards.
Because that was a good hole they made for him over there on the right side, and positive play only to, you know. Mistakes will sometimes do that. You know, they kill the momentum, and it takes a lot to overcome them. Not only in terms of down and distance, but also from the mental aspect.
Why is the umpire?
Well, and it puts you behind schedule.
Yeah. What were they? First and
it's 1st and 15 now. Was 1st and 10, and they're moving the football. This is second drive. They move the football, but you can't have penalties that send you backwards.
Now they might try to test those corners again, but the rush is going to get him and get him. Oh man!
And Molden is sacked.
Yeah,
they mark it.
That rush was coming up the middle and off the left side as well. You know.
He's going to be dropped all the way at the 47-yard line. Has to make the 24, so that is, my quick math tells me 23 yards that Fulton has to go.
Well, it's a long way.
Yeah.
But, you know, to Fulton's quarterback's credit, he hung in that pocket. He's showing he wants to throw out of the pocket. The problem with that is they're going to get used to him staying there, and then he's going to take off, and he's going to gash him.
So here's Molden. Johnson to his right. And now we've got a Timeout.
Timeout.
Fulton wants to talk about it. I don't know if the play clock was running down or if they just wanted to talk about it. But this timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. While you wait, visit Patterson'sAppliances.com to shop online for quality home appliances today.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week out of the timeout, Aaron Harvey. Tim Elrod filled in for the under the weather Dan Shoemaker.
Feel better, Dr. Shoemaker. Boy, it's a great night for football. You know, you kind of feel that a little bit of cool in the air. We're all waiting for the leaves to change color, and Fulton's got the ball with a long way to go, and Anderson County is going to jump off sides.
Sure enough.
And we're going to give them a few more yards back, and we're going to try this again.
So instead of 2nd and 23, it's going to be 2nd and 18. And I want to remind our viewers out there, in case you're a Fulton fan, you're like, what is this guy? He's acting like he's a... Listen, chill. It's okay. He's a big Anderson County fan, and he is the title sponsor of our Game of the Week. As far as I'm concerned, he can say whatever he wants.
Now, I think, listen, I'm to be honest with you, you know, Fulton is a scary team. They've always been a scary team. They always have playmakers, and they always make plays at the right time.
Yeah, and I'd say Fulton has looked good so far in this game. You had that interception, but that interception by Laru was a great play by him.
Yeah, that's a certainly D1 talent level play right there.
So now a short gain on the play of 1 makes this a 3rd and 17 for Fulton. And, you know, their offense has been on the Anderson County side of the field all night.
I love that. They've got the NCAA 25 stadium pulse level going, getting loud, and I know that's one of the things about coming to Anderson County. It is a home field advantage. It gets loud.
Sure enough, and Molden drops back to pass.
Oh,
he's
wow,
hit, he
delivered it.
And
he caught it.
That one is intercepted too.
Wow. Well, so many things to talk about on that play. First off, the quarterback hung in there to the last minute when he let go of the ball. He got clobbered. But then his receiver made a play on the ball, but the Anderson County player came up with it. What a great play.
So 2 interceptions thrown by Molden. This one, though, where he caught the football, and you see the Chuck Fleischman replay here, exactly what you're saying. He's hit as he unleashes that, which had to have taken some off of that. Otherwise,
he might have scored.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hit took just enough off because he had a step on him.
So that Trent Strickland comes up with the interception, and he goes down around the 1-yard line of Anderson County. So the Mavericks backed up on their own goal line with a Hammers 1st and 10.
Well, certainly.
Handoff Laru. Laru lucky to get out of the end zone.
They had a hand on him They had a hand on him in the end zone, but that spin move got him out of that. You know, it's so dangerous for the offense when you're this close. You know, anything can happen and go wrong, and it usually puts points on the board when it does.
And I want to say that if Coach Shoemaker were here, he would say, like, this is where you want to be able to lean on your offensive line just to give you a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, but Fulton, they've had the push so far.
Laru gets the handoff again. This time he's going outside. Gets to the 10, cuts it back inside to the 20, to the 30, the 40, the 50. Laru, unless the turf monster gets him, he's gone.
Well, he's going to come back and try again because there's laundry on the field in that holding zone. win. So,
boy, I'm glad that I didn't scream touchdown Anderson County.
Yeah.
I got to try to save my voice tonight.
Yeah, Laru has the breakaway speed. That's the speed we saw in the kick return he had, and it was back on the back side of that. I don't know how they could call a hold on the back side, but everybody's walking back because we know that's what they called.
And Anderson County's already on the 1 yard line. So now you go half the distance to the goal. I mean, like the half yard line.
Well, that run started 5 yards deep in the end zone.
It did.
So that was a 105-yarder they took off the board.
But they got Laru on the edge instead of trying up the middle this time. And now we got a sideline warning on Anderson County. Oh, I'm sorry, on Fulton. And we've got a player down for Fulton?
I didn't see him go down. It doesn't look like cramps. It looks like I didn't see him go down. Let's see what the Chuck Flashman replay says.
I believe the hold was up there where
it's on the back side of that, but
in an area where
the injury right there, 7.
Oh, there's a block in the back.
It looks like he grabbed his lower back. He could have got bent over awkwardly or something like that. Nothing he probably can't work out, but he's holding his lower back as he exits the field after a big round of applause from the fans. It's never good to see a player dinged up.
That's a Manya Cash that is shaken up, and he's walking very, very gingerly.
Yeah, it looked like he just bent his back over a little awkwardly and might have got caught in it. Maybe he can work that out. Our training staff can work that out for him.
I want to point out, I think this is kind of cool. Well, let's see this Chuck Flashman replay first.
It happened somewhere back there.
There you see number 7. That's the guy who got hurt.
Yeah, he just
got rolled up on a little bit.
Yeah, you saw him kind of grab his back there when he went down, so probably just a little stinger. Plus, he's got a cast on his arm, too.
Tough kid.
Tough kid.
So it is Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Anderson County's going with the all-black uniforms.
Yeah.
Really cool. And Fulton's got the black pants. So we're kind of we're doing the thing.
This is the... You got this organized.
I didn't do any of it. I didn't do any of it. I told Brad, I said, listen, we're going to bring up Friday the 13th in the pregame. And he was like, okay, cool. And then, next thing I know, he's sending text messages. He's got graphics done. And he's got an opening done. He's got the sound effects in the background. I was like, wow, okay.
Well, here's one for you. It's 0-0 with 5 minutes in the first. Well, that was just an overthrown ball.
Yeah, Hensley's pass. He was trying to get it to Strickland there.
Yeah, 0-0. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Got to break up 3rd and 11. But, this is only Anderson County's second offensive possession.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Fulton's had the ball, or the penalties.
Yeah, the penalties have been huge in this game. They've stopped momentum for both teams. And Fulton has had momentum, but then 2 turnovers. As Hensley thrown out of the back of his end zone,
he caught
somehow
he
gets
caught
that to Strickland.
Wow. Needed a catch, got a catch with 2 yards to spare, it looks like.
And that moves the sticks.
Is that a Hammers first down?
That is a Hammers first down.
Hammers first down.
And look, Hensley throwing that across his body in the back of the end zone. And Strickland able to not only catch that, but get both feet in bounds. So, a great pickup on first down there for Anderson County.
Definitely needs to get out of the hole.
Hensley going to get it out to his wide receiver.
They can avoid a hold. They might get something.
And
wow, he took a hit. What a great tackle.
Strickland got one of those
high lows right there.
You hit him high, hit him high, hit him high. Hit him low, hit him low, hit him low.
Follows the blocking of 14, Evan.
Shout out to the 90s. Back when I was a youngin'.
It'd be really easy for me to get those two mixed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a good football play. You know, he took that quick screen and, you know, got his first down and on to the next play.
So far, Strickland's going to be in like all the Sports Center highlights. As here's a quick pass.
Quick pass.
That goes to Pyatt, Evan Pyatt.
You know, that's just good skill set on the part of Hensley, being able to read the defense, find the open man, commit to the throw, and go to the next play.
Pick up a 5. We'll make it 2nd and 5 there.
You know, that's the thing about Anderson County or any school with those silent counts, and then you get the 1 clap, and it's really on 2 claps, and it's tough for a defense, especially when you're playing in front of a loud crowd, and suddenly there's noise, and you go, and that's tough. That's tough. I think Anderson County did that versus Bearden and cost Bearden late in the game.
Were you able to see that one?
Yeah, I was right down there on my logo.
Nice.
Quick pitch.
Yeah. That gets out to Laru, and Laru's got enough for the Hammers 1st and 10.
And there you go, just on to the next play. Hensley being a game manager right now, that's what he's being asked to do. They're using their speed. They're throwing out to the edges. They're running out to the edges. They're not really testing the inside. You know, that's a credit to Fulton having some big kids down there.
Anderson County lined up on this Hammers 1st and 10. And then they'll get the play from the sideline. So Laru will step to Hensley's right. 3 wideouts to the right as well. Hensley looks to the left, however, setting up a wide receiver screen.
Small.
And that goes to Small. And the official.
There's his first down. And the official, now he throws a late. What?
He had it.
We need the Chuck Flashman replay just to figure this out.
He had the flag out, so he was about to throw it, and then he got knocked down.
Oh, he decided not to.
That should be a flag on them.
Is that another sideline? Well, first off, let's get all those players. Got Fulton signaling against Anderson County, probably a hold.
Mr. Israel Small.
2:39 left to go in this first quarter. This has been a sloppy game.
Yes, it has.
Wow. So halftime, Grace Christian up on CAK 21-0.
That's not really surprising. You know, those Price brothers, they're going to put a great product on the field no matter where they go.
Fingers down to 1-0.
So even the officials are having a hard time figuring out, you know, well, I didn't want to throw the flag. I should have thrown the flag. I really didn't need to throw. Well, let's just tell everybody something. Well, hold.
So it is a hold on Anderson County.
Yeah, but hold on.
But
that's a terrible call.
He's still talking, and well, clearly here no one agreed with that. We're looking at the Chuck Flashman replay. You just see a pancake block. That's a pancake block.
That was a.
I mean, that's Madden style pancake block.
Yeah.
That should go in his stats.
Yeah.
Oh.
So a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul will make this a Hammers 1st and 15. Ball at the 48 of Anderson County. Pistol set now.
Well, another little offsides. Throw your flag.
And so, yeah.
I guess is that the makeup call?
He
did look like he was over the center a little bit on that, so it looked like a good call.
Encroachment is what they call that.
Okay.
He encroached. Now, is that a word that I feel like that belongs in the courtroom somewhere?
Yeah. You encroached on my property.
There you go. Yeah. That's what I would think. Oh, you're laughing now. I just feel stupid about it. No, Hensley sets up the screen pass.
There comes a little screen, and Fulton tracked that down really good.
Yep.
You know, that was a good read on the linebacker's part. 59, he had that one. He knew that one was coming.
Second, third, second down.
Gets up to the 44-yard line, though, and that will bring up a 2nd and 7 as we get to 2 minutes left to go in this what has felt like forever long first quarter.
Yeah.
So pistol set again, 2 wideouts either side. And now Laru will go in motion. Hensley looks over the middle.
Oh,
man, there. That's
wow. What a great catch. No, 14.
Pass complete to number 14.
Oh,
Mr. Evan Hyatt.
That's Evan Hyatt.
Yeah, what great hands on that. You see him catch that ball. He just pulls it right into his body and then gets it up high so it can't be knocked out. What a great football play. Some talent right there.
Yep. So Anderson County on the move. This is the farthest down the field they have been at the Fulton 25-yard line with the Hammers 1st and 10. Hensley with Laru right to his left. Now he's going to get it out. This is small.
Out to that bubble screen again. He's just B-buttoned twice right there.
He did.
Yeah, and there's 3 Fulton players on the ground. Or, yeah, 2 or 3 on the ground. That was 2 spins in a row, it looked like. Let's count. Here we go. And 1, 2, and 3 Fulton players on the ground. Great play.
40 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Hensley, handoff Laru, going from right to left. Laru with running room, and Laru is in the end zone.
Powers it through at the end.
I'm looking for a flag.
Yeah, I don't see any.
There's not. Touchdown, Anderson County.
A little fireworks action. He just powered through there at the end as he dove in for that pylon and got the ball across the line. What a great play by Laru. You know, he's just got another gear, and he's a hot hand right now.
Yeah, they ran that to the boundary side of the field, and look at that blocking.
What a great block.
We have Jeremy Hall.
Small blocked that defensive back all the way down to inside the 5-yard line.
Great play.
What'd you say, Chris?
So here we go. Jackson Payne on to attempt the extra point. Snap, set, kick. It's good. So with 31 seconds left, Anderson County facing a bunch of penalty yards to make them go backwards, is able to drive down the field and put it in the end zone. Mavericks lead it 7-0 over Fulton in your OEB Law Game of the Week.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford and Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Step up your game in this 24 Ford Maverick Hybrid, $25,515. 23 Ford Escape all-wheel drive, $30,995. 24 Ford F-250 Crew Cab 4x4 STX, $59,757. Local you trust, performance you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Tim Elrod with you as we get set for this kickoff, sponsored by the Local 102 Plumbers and Steam Fitters Union out of Knoxville. Give a call for more information, 865-523-7413. Reminding you, there is no substitute for UA skilled craftsmen.
Well, the crowd's certainly into it. The band's up and playing.
So we got a high kick
out of bounds, or did
he touched it first?
I don't know. That looked kind of out of bounds.
Yeah, and it would have been a penalty.
Did he touch it? There's Ella.
And there's Ella. This is another part of the spectacle that you get when you come to Anderson County High School. Ella, the trained dog, goes and retrieves the tee tea after the kickoffs.
You know, a great story about Ella is, you know, as I was helping out Anderson County and sitting as the interim judge there for Judge Hunt while he was deployed, I asked Ella and Ella's owner if they would come down to the court and, you know, just kind of be there as a support animal for the people coming through that system. And boy, she did, and it was a great time and super, super appreciative. Look him up on Facebook. You know, he's out there on the social media.
How about that?
Oh, what a good run. Oh, what a great first move on that one. He's just looking for some space.
Yeah, so that's Albert Johnson on that reception, and he made the first guy miss, and that's a good thing too, because otherwise you lose yardage on that play, and then you get up to, you gain a yard. Should be second and, let's say, a long 8, short 9.
At the end of the first.
And that's the end of the first.
It certainly is. So Anderson County, it took them within a minute left to score, but they have the lead now, 7-0. Fulton will have the ball when we begin the second quarter on the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Kathy Mae Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy Mae Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week. You know, I want to point something out. The Anderson County High School Marching Band, I heard them playing the song Word Up by Wham. That's the second school this season I've heard play that song Word Up by Wham. But what's going on here? Is that song come back? Is it TikTok famous? I don't know. But there's another flag on the play. As Fulton,
Wildcat around left edge, hit first.
Derek Smith tries to run around the end, and we'll see what this flag is. Fulton going backwards here, and it's another procedure penalty on Fulton, and Anderson County is going to decline that because that will make it a third down. It was a loss of, I guess, 2 yards on that play, so that'll make it 3rd and 10. So you're looking at a 2nd and 13 or a 3rd and 10 there.
Get a team picture of the referees and put it up.
And Anderson County chose a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And I don't know what the holdup is right now. I don't know if they were trying to figure out where the ball should be, but I think they got it figured out now. So, surprise, Tim Elrod. Another flag on that play.
Another flag on the play, another miscue for Fulton. Hopefully these teams can clean it up.
3rd and 10. Molden takes the snap. He's looking downfield and hit as he throws again. And they're going to say he one-hopped it. So it'll be 4th and 10, and Fulton will have to punt this football away.
Yeah, Anderson County's rush is just getting after them, and but that quarterback, hanging in there in that pocket. trying to make a play. Good coverage right there as well. I believe that was Pyatt, wasn't it?
Looked like it. So on to punt this football is Joe Moore.
Who's back deep? In the punt for Fulton, number 3, Mr. Joe Moore.
And Fulton is going to take its second timeout of this first half. And, of course, our timeout's brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Check out the new store at 1067 South Walnut Avenue in Cookeville, now open for business.
The ball up 7-0.
Hi, I'm Tim Elrod. Over the years, you've heard us at OEB Law say, let us turn your wreck into a check. We still do that for many families, but I want to take the time to go beyond the slogan. I think I've learned over the years, and more every day, that the most important thing for an attorney to understand is the value of being a partner to you. When you and your family call an attorney, you're calling because you need some help. You need someone to pull alongside you and stand with you. We understand the process of the legal system. You probably don't. So it's our responsibility to keep you informed about every step of the process. You're going to have questions about what's going on. What's next? What do I need to know? Our responsibility is to guide you through the process with the information that you need, the answers to your questions, and the assurance that we have your back at OEB Law. You have my word. We stand with you because communication is key.
1952. That's the year.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week. Look at that skyline.
What a great view.
It is.
Was that Maverick blue?
Yes, maybe.
Must have been the blue smoke with the fireworks tonight.
So Hensley on this Hammers 1st and 10 hands off to Laru. Laru gets it to midfield.
He took a hit on that one.
Pick up a 5. So it'll make it 2nd and 5. You know, a score at halftime. We talked about how Oak Ridge had to get it on track. At halftime, the Wildcats lead over Carnes 35-0.
Did I say buzzsaw?
Yeah, you did.
I thought so. Listen, you do not go into Blankenship with Oak Ridge. Oh, look at that.
And here is Laru. Gets to the 3rd level. He's going to be tackled at the 35 of Fulton.
Just another gear on him. But you don't go into Blankenship with the Wildcats struggling and think you're going to walk away with an easy one.
So Hammers 1st and 10 as Anderson County is moving the football again.
Yeah, that needs to come down before we have another top.
Hensley, pistol set. Now he's going to move Laru up beside him. Fulton bringing some heat from the edge. Laru just goes right by it, though.
Another spin move. Just a second gear on that kid, you know. He hits the edge hard. He gets it north-south, and once he gets those legs moving, hard to keep up.
A pick up a 14. Brings up another Hammers 1st and 10. Yeah.
Good ball carrying skills. He had somebody try to rip that one out on him.
Yeah, it was. You can't take your helmet off.
Laru took his helmet off.
Yeah, no. Let me tell you, man. Laru's kind of tired. I was going to say, he's not going to run the ball next, sure.
So this Hammers 1st and 10, snap.
Too much time, timeout. What happened? No, he's got a flag over there.
Yep.
Can't believe that.
I think that's number 12.
For the snap, false start on Anderson County. So
false start.
They'll move back 5 yards.
Anderson County.
It'll be a Hammers 1st and 15 instead.
15.
You know, if you look at the defensive line for Fulton and you take a look at those guys, there's a reason Anderson County is not running inside very much.
He's winning.
So now it looks like set up the option, and Hensley will keep it, and he dives inside the 25.
Good athletic play on the part of number 3 for Fulton there, making the diving tackle in the backfield there a little bit.
A pick up of 3
brings up 2nd down and 11.
will make it 2nd and 12. gets the play. Handoff goes to Laru. Laru looking for running
good
room.
tackle, way to come up.
Up to the 21-yard line, another pickup of 3.
Looks like you got a player down on the field there for, looks like for Anderson County. Maybe it's Fulton, hard to tell.
Looks like Taylor Davis.
Anderson County getting up slow, number 0.
Yeah.
Walking it off.
Not sure if that's a... I was looking at the Chuck Fleischman replay, and it looked like he was grabbing a hamstring, so it could be a cramp.
It looks like maybe a cramp or something. Maybe he got rolled up on.
He's already off the field.
Sit him down and check him out.
So you see this Chuck Fleischman replay. Okay, yeah.
He just came over the top of it.
It's in the area of a Charlie horse.
Yep.
It's now an empty set. Hensley all alone. 5 wide. Looks to the sideline to get the play.
You know, Hensley's a dual threat quarterback. He can run.
Takes the snap. Looking under pressure. He's firing. Man's there.
Wide open.
No flags. Touchdown, Anderson County.
Wow. There goes the fireworks. What a great play. Great throw. Way to hang in there for Hensley.
To Strickland.
Wide open. Just in the middle of that zone and put 6 on the board.
Trent Strickland has had an incredible game so far.
Chuck Fleischman replay shows how just wide open he was. Just you see number 4 asking where's everybody at, and just a well-designed play by Coach Gillum and great execution on the part of the Mavs.
Jackson Payne on to attempt the extra point, and we've got another stoppage.
What? Well, what? False start? No.
So Mr. Payne will have to back it up 5 yards. Instead of a 20-yard attempt, it'll be a 25-yard attempt for the point after.
You know, that's the thing in high school football. It's always an adventure in kicking. You never know what you're going to get a lot of times.
Anderson County's been very fortunate with kickers.
Yeah, we have.
I've seen.
He gets this one up and through the uprights.
It is. So Anderson County doubles the lead now with 8:11 left to go in the first half. Mavericks strike again. They lead at 14-0 on the OEB Law Game of the Week.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week, Aaron Harvey, Tim Elrod, hanging out with you. Trying to get you through this one. And
great night for football. Like I've been saying all night, I love this time of year, you know, especially in East Tennessee. Got great football going on all over. Got an Ella sighting there, you know, certainly unique to Anderson County. You know, where else are you going to see something like that?
I've never seen it anywhere but Anderson County.
Yeah. I heard Kiffin down at Ole Miss copied it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not surprising.
It's not surprising at all with Kiffin.
So, Anderson County set to kick this one off. And it's a high spinner, and it's going to be taken on a fair catch at the 26-yard line. There goes Ella.
There's Ella.
And want to remind you, our kickoff sponsored by the 102 local Plumbers and Seat Fitters Union out of Knoxville, reminding you there is no substitute for UA skilled craftsmen.
Ella always does a good job getting the tee on and off the field.
Coach Shoemaker doing his part to try to help us out tonight. He's sending scores in. So he tells us that at the half, Clinton leads over Campbell County 13-0.
Oh, wow.
So,
good for Clinton.
Yeah.
That's a huge game. I think it's senior night there as well. So that'll be a big win if they can bring that home.
Senior night in week 4?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what the social media said.
Wow.
Oh, Lord.
So
he caught the edge, and he's got an extra gear, too. Look at him go. No, you're not going to catch that man.
I'm looking for flags.
Oh, no.
There are no flags.
No flags. Wow.
Touchdown, Fulton.
And that's just the thing. Fulton, explosive players. It takes one play to put them back in the game, and right there it is. 7:49 left in the second quarter. I mean, that's the kind of explosive plays that Fulton's known for, and wow, he caught that edge, and you weren't going to catch him.
Nope. That's Albert Johnson. Had one man to beat and got that done. As soon as he got that done, he was gone.
Great play by Fulton.
So now the Falcons on to attempt the extra point.
Chris. What's the number, Chris?
Snap, set, kick is up.
Good kick.
It is true. So with 7:49 left, it took one play, a big splash play for the Fulton Falcons. They've cut the lead in half.
With 7:49 to go on
and now it is Anderson County 14, Fulton 7.
Anderson County 14.
And that's a familiar sight for you. The Anderson County student section holding that check for $1,000.
Yeah.
And so we got you here when we're showing this presentation. That's because you can explain this a little bit better.
Yeah. So the thing of it is for all these years I've been involved with Brad or with Mark Packer and Rivalry Thursday, we always give the home school $1,000. And when I started off with Brad, we didn't do that then. And to see the difference it makes when we started doing it with BBB 12 Communications and Brad, and going down to Cofield or going to Midway or Kingston, these people appreciate it and they need it for their programs. It is a difference maker, and it's a memory maker as well. We're very fortunate that we have somebody like BBB 12 to put these games on and showcase these schools. Anything I can do to help that community out, because most of the communities hire us, and I believe in giving back to where you live and taking care of the people who take care of you.
And I enjoy seeing that as well. And we always point that out. It's like, it is the Rivalry Thursday games. It is our games. $1,000 goes to the home school. And I'm so glad that you provide that service for these schools. As another kickoff, this one goes into the end zone, so that'll be a touchback. And Anderson County will have the Hammers 1st and 10 at the Maverick 20-yard line. And again, our kickoffs sponsored by the local 102 Plumbers and Steamfitters Union out of Knoxville, right there on Broadway, North Broadway. Visit ualocal102.org for more information, and getting their money's worth again so far in this game.
Absolutely. Anderson County, they can put together a long drive and really chew up some of this clock, and
so a handoff
gets out of the backfield,
goes to Laru, and Laru has positive yards somehow.
Jeez. 1, 2, 3. I don't know how many was back there, but
he had to work really hard to pick up that 5 yards.
Well, that's that.
I'd like to say a big thank you to Big Orange Tree Service. No job too big, too small. That's Jason Stiltner, fully insured and qualified. And, buddy, they do it all. The stump grinding, the leaf cleanup, gutter cleaning, full tree removal. Give a call, 865-414-5499. So on the 2nd and 5, Hensley in the backfield, Laru back there. Laru will get the carry this time. Yeah. He stopped up and dropped for a loss of 2.
Fulton just sniffed that one out, It's tough sledding in the middle of that, as we've been talking about all night. Both teams are attacking the edges because of all the speed they have in the backfield, but on that one, Fulton just ate that one up.
And that's something you've said, is like Anderson County, they're not attacking the middle, and that's why, because when they've tried, Fulton has stopped it.
Oh, yeah.
You see Coach Gillum there on the sidelines. So Hensley on this 3rd and 7, Laru in the backfield with him.
Got 3 up top there.
Here's the snap. Hensley drops back, sets up the screen.
Little screen.
So Laru, and Laru
niffed out by number 2 of Fulton. Big hit there, ends the drive. Just a good play on the part of Fulton. You know, when you get an explosive play on offense, the defense certainly keys up on that and does their part. And now Fulton's going to get the ball back with an opportunity to tie this thing up.
And for Fulton, that was Derek Smith getting through and making that tackle. And he was able to get through the blocking lineman on that screen before they knew where he was.
Yeah, just incredible athleticism.
So Anderson County has to be careful here, too, because Fulton's very good at punt returns, but this one is going to be downed at the 45-yard line of the Falcons.
Yeah, that seems like where that long run went to last game. There was about on that 45-yard line or so, and he broke that off. Not exactly the best punt on that, but Chuck Fleischman replay shows us getting it down, and Fulton coming to the line now.
And that was Elijah Johnson downing that punt, and maybe could have seen if he could have gotten more yards out of that one. Softball on this team. I'm sure coaches will have a conversation with him on the sidelines about that.
Yeah.
So this is Johnson. He's not going to have a long run this time. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
No.
And now we got a flag coming out late.
That's a little giving him the business flag there by number 0. Looked like a little, let his emotions get the best of him during a good football play. And again, though, Fulton testing the middle of that line. I think both teams, they're doing a better job on the edges and going over the top.
So, personal foul. Now, let's see the Chuck Fleischman replay. Maybe we can kind of see towards the end of the play.
No, you can't miss it. You can't miss it.
Oh, yeah.
Little extracurricular there.
Yeah.
Gotta stop when the whistle blows, and that's a costly mistake. That's 15 yards, and that puts Fulton down clearly in scoring position. Time's not an issue.
Yeah, that's going to move the football because it was 15 yards from the spot of the foul. Mm-hmm. So that's going to move it up to the Anderson County 33-yard line, where Fulton will have a Hammers 1st and 10.
Just a devastating penalty, and hopefully that young man can learn from it when he's coached up on the sideline.
Javon Molden gets the play call. And
gets the play call if the officials can get everything set up here. Well, they want to take some yards back. Yeah. Well, now, that's going to make the home team happy. And everyone's confused. Do you know what's going on?
Yeah, so they started marking it off from the wrong place. So they brought the ball back to, I guess, where the foul took place.
Fake news.
And you get 15 yards from that spot. So, okay. So that's the 39. That's only 6 yards different, but still. Hammers 1st and 10 from the 39. Now we're ready to roll. Molden has the play call. High snap. Gets it. Looks to pass. Rolls to his left. And has to throw
that one away. Certainly, that series of events got the crowd back into it. Not that they were ever out of it, but
Molden flush from the pocket by 15 Miller.
It wasn't, 5 years ago? He wouldn't have been able to do that. They changed the rule.
Now, what's that?
That would have been intentional grounding. I can't remember when they changed. I feel like it was 4 or 5 years ago to allow. It's like they changed it more to the college rule. So as long as you're outside the tackle box and the ball goes past the line of scrimmage, you're good. But there clearly wasn't a receiver in the area, so that would have been, before the rule change in high school, an intentional grounding. Here's Molden, takes a snap, three-step drop, sets up the screen, and nobody's home.
I think his screen player got held up in traffic there. There was just some communication. I think 6 was his intended receiver, but well set up. They've run that play effectively all night.
So looking at the Chuck Fleischman replay here, yeah, they're setting up the screen.
They just overthrew him. He just overthrew him.
Huh. So had room, and you see Chuck Fleischman there serving Anderson, Roane, and Morgan counties since 2010. Go to chuckforcongress.com for more information. So that will bring up 3rd and 10 for the Falcons. This time setting up a wide receiver screen, and that pass.
Looks like Anderson County got a timeout in.
Okay. So that play, nothing actually happened on that play officially for the scorebook, because Anderson County calls timeout. Timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances, proudly serving your community since 1965 because they care.
Upgrade your home with stunning natural gas appliances from Oak Ridge Utility District. Enjoy 0% financing with approved credit and turn your dream kitchen into a reality. Call today for a free estimate, get free delivery on all purchases, and enjoy handsome incentives on our appliances. Free delivery, 0% financing, and impressive incentives makes now the perfect time to switch to affordable, safe, and reliable natural gas. Don't wait. Choose Oak Ridge Utility District, your affordable energy choice. Call now or visit our website to get started.
So out of the timeout, back to your OEB Law Game of the Week. That was Anderson County's first called timeout of the first half. 5:08 left to go in that first half. I was looking, trying to get some scores of interest. Powell's up on Heritage 21-0. That's in the second quarter.
That's not surprising.
No.
Powell's a really good team. I think, that was a great atmosphere we had up here when we had them, and, got away with the win, but Powell's a good team.
All right, 3rd and 10. Molden with Johnson in the backfield with him. H-back to the left. Johnson steps up in the pocket. He's going to have to run it himself, or Molden actually going to have to run it himself. And we've got a lot of flags in the area of holding.
It's like raining flags.
It's raining flags.
Well, we've got 2 on the field. Got a face mask on the defense.
All right.
Well, that's too bad. He's going to mark them back, 15 from the spot?
Depends on if it's a personal foul or not. If it's incidental, which that looks incidental, then it should be just a 5-yard penalty.
Was that a legit call? Give me a second.
And it was just a 5-yard penalty.
So it was inadvertent.
Yeah, so it'll be a 3rd and 5 coming up for Fulton here.
Well, the air horns are out tonight. There's no doubt about that.
Yes, they are. Molden looking. He's going to toss this one up. Nobody
home. Looked like he wanted some kind of fade route out there, but just some miscommunication, Certainly.
Brings up 4th down and 5.
Wondering if they weren't trying to run the same play they opened the game with.
I guess the
I don't know. It wasn't. I think the receiver just had a little miscommunication on that. Of course, it was loud.
Yeah. So 4th and 5. You're kind of in a weird position here where you don't want to punt it.
No, you can't punt it. It's especially in today's game. You're going to go for that.
Yeah, the air horns. Wow. So Molden takes the snap, looking to the left, and that pass falls incomplete.
Batted the ball down. found himself. He had running room there. That could have been a very explosive play. It was well set up.
Yeah.
They had the block on the edge. They had that outside block right there. Clean block. He just knocked it down.
Yeah, and you saw the Chuck Flashman replay there. Quarterback Javon Molden, he was upset that was not a complete pass.
Yeah, that was a well-thrown ball by the quarterback.
Yeah, trying to get Derek Smith, but we've got a turnover on downs now. As Anderson County takes over with the Hammers 1st and 10 at about the 34-yard line. Landon Hensley, handoff, goes to Laru. Laru is wrapped up and stopped for no gain.
The middle of that Fulton line is just solid as a rock. They're getting good push or neutral push, just holding the line of scrimmage where it is. And when that happens, you don't have a lot of room to work between the guard and the tackle.
Yeah, it looked like, yeah, coming from that linebacker position there to make the tackle was Nathan Francis for Fulton. And here's second down, a quick out to
Got it on the edge again, and there's the speed,
Picks up about 8. Should bring up 3rd and 2.
And that certainly, 3rd and 2 gets it into more manageable situation. It wouldn't surprise me here to see them go for it on 4th down if they can't move the ball on 3rd.
And interestingly, the clock's not running. We're stuck on 4:02.
Oh, the play clock's running though.
Yep. So here is Hensley, handoff Laru, and Laru does get enough up the middle this time to pick up the Hammers 1st and 10. Stopped at the 49-yard line.
Gotta love that Hammers first down run there by Laru. Testing that edge. Playing a tight formation, just breaks through and gets what he needs to move the sticks. And good game management so far.
Under 4 to play in this first half. Remember, Fulton won and received the kickoff to start the game. Won the toss.
Here we are testing the other side.
And it's Trent Strickland with the reception. Gets it up to about the 47, pick up a 4.
Trent Strickland
will make it 2nd and 6.
3. 4.
Just testing that edge there. That's been there all night for both teams, really. I think Anderson County has made more of those throws than Fulton has, but certainly running the same type of plays.
So Hensley brings Laru up to his right. And Laru lets this one go. It's high and almost picked off twice. That ball hit 3 players before it hit the turf.
That thing came out of there like a rocket. It was hot. It was a high pass. It was tipped. The defender had a play on that ball. The Chuck Flashman replay shows us.
And look,
there's one play.
Small about did the splits. Lucky he's flexible.
Wow.
Otherwise, he'd be hurting right now. If that were me, I wouldn't be up walking.
Yeah.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Pistol set in motion.
Hensley. Face looking that way. And it's picked off.
Interception.
Going back the other way for Fulton. This is Rawan Womble. And you'll see on the Chuck Flashman replay, Hensley was hit as he threw, which affected that throw.
He did not see that guy coming.
Nope, came from the backside.
Backside all the way, broke down on the protection. Opportunistic play on the part of Fulton.
19 Strickland. Fulton just takes over 1st and 10 at the
made a play on it, but you got to give that defensive line credit on that one. They forced that turnover.
So Fulton starts this drive at the Maverick 42-yard line with the Hammers 1st and 10. Trailing this game 14-7.
This would be a good opportunity for Fulton to try to find a explosive play.
Yeah.
Back to that. Oh, double pass. He chucks it. And he caught it. What a great play. Wow. Each part of that play, could have went wrong really quick, but they executed it.
A huge play, and that was a backwards pass. And in order to make that a backwards pass, you see Molden, he stepped up in the pocket.
Yeah, he did.
Where he was like right behind his center.
Yeah, he did, and then the receiver also stepped up and put his body into the throw.
Yeah, that was Samaj Webb with that final catch, and Fulton moving the football. Ball spotted at about the 23-yard line. Molden, handoff, Johnson, and this is going to be a false start.
False start.
They did?
Well,
so Fulton's going to have to go backwards 5 yards. It'll make it a Hammers 1st and 15 this time.
2:19 to go in the second.
Fulton's definitely trying to, capitalize on that interception from earlier. But when you get false starts, that's momentum killers and drive killers, and we'll see if they can overcome it. Got those split backs in the backfield.
Yep. Here's Molden. Handoff Johnson. Johnson gets up to the second level.
Kept those legs churning, powered right through that interior line of the Mavericks. And
Johnson on the carry breaks several tackles.
He's up to the 20. That's a pickup of 7.
Bunch of his legs, just kept those legs moving.
So it'll be 2nd and 8. Ball at the 20. Fulton knocking on the door again for the second drive in a row. But that clock is working against them. Falcons do have one timeout remaining, but just a minute and a half. Split backs in the backfield again. Molden.
He's
right.
going to the
One-on-one
corner.
coverage.
Good separation. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Falcons.
Derek Smith.
Wow. Great pitch and catch on that one. I'm sure Anderson can't. Oh, now we got double flags for somebody giving somebody the business after the play.
Smith.
Oh, goodness. But what a great pass, a lot of separation there. I'm sure some would say maybe you got to push off, but no, that's just a good pass, good catch.
But at least she's picked up her flag and
touchdown
2 more times. Does that count as 2 more penalties?
So you'll see it. Hold on. You'll see it right here. If we can.
I don't know if it's the Fulton. I don't
right
know
there
what
it is.
So,
yeah.
A little extracurricular there. A little extracurricular there, but, again, I'm sure he'll get over there on the sidelines and he'll get coached up and he won't make that mistake again.
Yeah, you know what that reminded me of? Shorty had them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. That's what it looked like. You got low. That's what that reminded me of.
Yeah, you still got Ludacris on your brain from last night.
I do a little bit. So, on to attempt the extra point now. That was a 15-yard penalty that will be assessed.
Oh, he missed it. He missed it. I wonder if he tipped that. I think that might have got tipped.
It might have been.
Let's see that Chuck Fleischman replay.
It was a little ugly.
Looked like he might have got a hand on it. Anderson County, I think last week, blocked 2. No, he didn't get that one.
Oh, missed it by a foot.
Oh, he missed it. Anderson County blocked 2 extra points last week, I believe. So that was something.
Well, Fulton cuts it to 1. It's 14-13. A minute 16 left to go in this first half of your OEB Law Game of the Week.
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant Health, it means we see nearly 2.2 million visits annually from over 700,000 patients who receive hope and healing. It means our 13,000 dedicated experts are all working together for a common goal. It means completing more than 400,000 appointments for wellness and primary care, and serving 107,000 heart patients, along with those who their hearts beat for. It means providing 24,000 cancer patients with life-saving treatments and welcoming 8,000 babies into the world each year. With over 150 locations throughout East Tennessee, you'll always find an open door to care, because we are committed to being the first, best, and strongest choice for the one number who matters most. You. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
So back at the OEB Law game of the week, that 15-yard penalty on Fulton assessed on the kickoff. So instead of kicking this thing from the 35, or from the 40, they're going to kick it from the 25. And this kickoff brought to you by the UA Local 102 Plumbers and Steam Fitters Union out of Knoxville.
Yeah, costly penalty for Fulton, you know, especially when it's assessed on the kickoff, and especially in high school football. That's going to give Anderson County a tremendous field position with 1:16 left. They're going to have time to score.
So Anderson County will have a chance to return this, as it is a line driver.
What a good kick.
Yeah.
Good kick.
Taking it about the 17-yard line and reversing field. Huge kick return for
wow,
AC.
there goes the wall. And wow.
Gabe St. John.
Explosive, game-changing, momentum-changing run. Wow.
So the reason why that penalty was so big is that was just the second kickoff for Fulton, but the first one went into the end zone for the automatic touchback. But when you get backed up 15 yards, you know it's not going to go into the end zone. So he kicked a line drive, and that didn't give his
it was a great kick, too.
It was, but didn't give his coverage team enough time to set up.
They might have just lost the ball when it was on the ground so long like that, but, you know, good strategy, but Anderson County just made a play.
Hammers 1st and 10. The Mavericks have 60 seconds and 15 yards to get into the end zone. Low snap taken by Hensley.
No, look at that first move. So that's definitely a left stick juke right there.
Yeah, and that's
because he was covering him tight too.
Strickland on the reception, a pickup of 5. Clock still running.
Trent Strickland.
Just bang.
Hensley with the snap. Handoff Laru. Laru up the middle. He'll have enough for the Hammers' first down.
Keeping his legs going, driving towards the goal line.
So that stops the clock temporarily. But Anderson County is going to take their second timeout of the half anyway. And this timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. They service what they sell in-house with factory-trained appliance service technicians.
In East Tennessee, our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the advanced skills needed to be the very best in the industry. Keep jobs local and the money in the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members.
So back at your OEB Law game of the week, we talked about Friday the 13th and how if you're superstitious, you think crazy things could happen. I would look at this score right here, right before halftime, and say this is kind of a crazy score because I would expect at this point for Anderson County to have a larger lead than this, but it's not just this game. As at halftime, it is Coalfield leading over Midway 14-7, and at halftime, it is Oneida and Wartburg knotted up at nothing.
Wow, that Coalfield score surprises me.
Yeah, it does me as well. So, Hammers first and goal from the 5. Hensley takes the snap, looks to his left, and lets
nobody
this go.
was home.
No,
you know, I think his receiver had a route he was running, and Hensley was not on that page.
But that does stop the clock, so it'll be second and goal from the 5.
Yeah, I don't know who he was throwing to, but nobody was there. Andy was double covered.
So with that clap, that hard count, Hensley got to see that a linebacker was coming on that blitz. So gets the play call. Maybe changes it up. Laru to the right. Going to run the option here.
And keeps it and looks for dirt.
He reaches out for the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Anderson County.
Pay dirt, Anderson County. Just just a simple read option there. You know, he puts it under and, you know, goes for the goal line and gets in. Fireworks again.
So that little move in the end zone was very costly.
Oh, yeah. Fulton. 6 points.
Because it set this up. And now, as we said, Fulton won the toss. They received to start this game. So with 21 seconds left, they're going to get the football. And then coming out of the half, they're going to have to give it right back to Anderson County. And that extra point is good. 21 and a half seconds left in this first half. Mavericks get another one on the board. They now lead it 21-13 on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's 1 person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
And we are back at Anderson County. Aaron Harvey, Tim Elrod, with Dan Shoemaker running support for us tonight, sending us scores as he recovers.
Big Russ Gillum down there coaching them up. Always working on technique, trying to find the best way to find success at the next play, and we'll see how this kickoff goes. You know, Fulton has explosive speed and players. They could very easily take one back to the house.
This is true. So Anderson County will kick from the right hash. This kick sponsored by the UA Local 102 Plumber Steam Fitters Union in Knoxville. UALocal102.org is where you go for more information on that.
Yeah. Hey now, dog, in pregame.
So this is Jackson Payne kicking this one. It's a high spinner.
And is it going to get out of bounds? I think it does.
So Fulton has the option. No time goes off the clock. They can take the ball to 35, or they can back Anderson County up 5 yards and make them kick again.
Well, then we got another Ella sighting out there. Who let the dogs out? What a great tradition.
Now, eventually Ella's going to retire from that position. Is another dog going to step up and be trained?
Yes, I hear there's one waiting in the wings. Probably got a red shirt on right now. I don't know how long dog red shirts last for, but, you know, when Ella's ready to hang it up, I'm sure there'll be a Ella 2.
I just know, you know, like at UT, there's Smokies.
Yeah. And what are they up to, 10?
10. Yeah, and you know,
and this one's a problem child.
At Georgia, there's Uggas.
Yeah. I heard they're having to slowly introduce Smoky 10 to the atmosphere that is Neyland.
You know, the atmosphere is a lot bigger and more intense than it has been for the, you know, couple Smokies before this one.
Yeah.
So Fulton's just going to take a knee and get out of here. So it's halftime. And the Falcons are within a score of Anderson County. No moral victories just yet. They want more than that. So
no, this game is very much in play. I mean, Fulton's explosive. You saw that, and Anderson County, they can score as well. So you never know what the second half will bring us, but it will be exciting.
It will be exciting. That first half was marred with tons of penalties and turnovers. So both teams going to go to the locker room. They're going to try to see what they can do to get that cleaned up. And then I'm anticipating an exciting second half.
Yeah, there should be like a penalty on the refs for calling too many penalties.
It's like, well, you get a flag first for the warning.
Yeah. You give them a warning flag or something and then challenge everything after that. I don't know.
Halftime festivities coming up, sponsored by Medic Regional Blood Center. This is the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Tim Elrod. Over the years, you've heard us at OEB Law say, let us turn your wreck into a checks. We still do that for many families, but I want to take the time to go beyond the slogan. I think I've learned over the years, and more every day, that the most important thing for an attorney to understand is the value of being a partner to you. When you and your family call an attorney, you're calling because you need some help. You need someone to pull alongside you and stand with you. We understand the process of the legal system. You probably don't. So it's our responsibility to keep you informed about every step of the process. You're going to have questions about what's going on. What's next? What do I need to know? Our responsibility is to guide you through the process with the information that you need, the answers to your questions, and the assurance that we have your back at OEB Law. You have my word. We stand with you because communication is key. To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant Health, it means we see nearly 2.2 million visits annually. It means our 13,000 dedicated experts are all working together for a common goal. With over 150 locations throughout East Tennessee, you'll always find an open door to care, because we are committed to being the first, best, and strongest choice for the one number who matters most. You. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We built our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
Bringing the healthcare, primary care out to our rural communities. I've had patients tell me that if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be able to have any kind of health care. So us being able to go into these areas and provide that on-site care to these patients that can also come back week to week if they need for follow-up primary care, it is life-changing. It means a world of difference between actually life and death for them.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates. for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Upgrade Upgrade your home with stunning natural gas appliances from Oak Ridge Utility District. Enjoy 0% financing with approved credit and turn your dream kitchen into a reality. Call today for a free estimate, get free delivery on all purchases, and enjoy handsome incentives on our appliances. Free delivery, 0% financing, and impressive incentives makes now the perfect time to switch to affordable, safe, and reliable natural gas. Don't wait. Choose Oak Ridge Utility District, your affordable energy choice. Call now or visit our website to get started.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford and Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Experience quality and value in this pre-owned 2023 Ford Expedition Limited 4x4 $67,950, 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor SVT $41,950, 2023 Ford Escape ST Line $28,940. Local you trust, pre-owned vehicles you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
Our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the advanced skills needed to be the very best in the industry. Keep jobs local and the money in the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's 1 person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
And welcome back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Tim Elrod, and saw a great halftime performance there by both bands and then a cheerleading squad. And that's brought to you by, coverage of that brought to you by Medic Regional Blood Center. You can go to medicblood.org for more information. Right now, critically low on O positive and O negative blood. Less than 2-day supply of inventory. So if you are in that category, you have O positive, O negative blood, then donate, because they are running out of supplies. They've done the PSA checks for free the last 2 days, so that ended today, the Eddie checks. Their next promotion is beginning the 16th and running through the 20th, and that's the annual blood drive between UT and Florida. So there's an annual competition between UT fans and Florida fans, see who can donate the most blood. So to take part in that, you get a special edition t-shirt for that, a Denton's Orange Julius coupon, and a Sauceritas coupon. So good deal, and it is for a great cause. Of course, you can save lives by donating your blood to the Medic Regional Blood Center. So halftime winding down now, so I'm gonna turn it to Tim Elrod as we see the stats come onto the screen there. What was your takeaway from that first half?
Well, look at that. I mean, Hammer's first downs, 10-6, total yards 201-141. I think the most important stat also is that score, that extra point. And the reason it's 21-13 is an unfortunate penalty by Fulton to close out the half and give Anderson County the opportunity to put that one up, and they're going to get the ball back.
Yeah. So it was a huge penalty after you score that touchdown with an opportunity to tie this game up at 14. Instead, not only do you miss the extra point to still be down 14-13, but that penalty caused you to have to back up and then allowed a long return for Anderson County with just a minute left, and they needed just 45 seconds of that minute to go 15 yards and get into the end zone to take the 21-13 lead.
And you got to think about what these coaches talk to the teams about at halftime. Both teams, absent the penalties, again, what they're doing is working. So it's just, keep doing the same thing, keep driving. This is definitely a close ball game, 21-13. Anderson County is getting the ball back, but, this is probably going to be one of those fourth quarter games where anything could happen. It is Friday the 13th.
And Fulton has 13 points.
Dun, 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 dun.
Appropriately. This one is not going to get into the end zone for the touchback. Instead,
boy, there comes that speed.
Yeah, Trent Strickland up the sideline. Steps out of bounds at what looks to be the 38-yard line. So, pretty good starting field position for a Hammers 1st and 10.
Getting that Chuck Flashman replay there, you know, he just fields it on the one hop, takes a couple steps, and gets some positive yardage. Good place to start for Anderson County coming out in the second half.
And Fulton late running the defense on. Handoff goes to Laru, and Laru loses a yard.
Yeah, that middle part of the line there is not open. Couple of Fulton players shaking up on the play. One's holding his wrist, the other one's still struggling to get up. Looks like maybe a leg cramp on him. You know, there's definitely some good hitting going on down there tonight. You know, both these teams came to play.
So, Fulton player that was slow to get up will have to exit the field. That's Nathan Francis. So actually they'll say he got back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10. Hensley. Handoff Laru, and again going to try the middle of that field, and again maybe picks up one.
Yeah, they may be trying to suck that defense into stacking the line, and then they go over the top for a big play, you know. But again, those edges have been working all night long for them.
Laru gets the 40 there, so it'll be 3rd and 8. This time Hensley's going to drop back to pass, sets the screen up, and this has got big yardage.
Wow.
That's Taylor Davis.
Taylor Davis is just playing lights out tonight. You know, what a great setup on the screen. You know, you test that middle a couple times in a row, and then you just pop it out, and there he is.
And he's coming from that H-back position. So that's a sneaky way to set the screen up. And is a big play.
Not a lot of speed on that play, but certainly he had his head down and he was looking to truck somebody.
So Hammers 1st and 10 with the ball at the Fulton 37. Handoff Laru.
No, he's looking for that edge. He wants that edge.
He gets the edge and more and runs out of bounds. He'll have enough for the Hammers 1st and 10 with a pickup of 11.
You know, going down that line looking to pick his hole, and, you know, he had 3 choices and made it to the edge and picked up positive yards.
1st and 10, Anderson County.
So Anderson County on the move.
Stay in bounds, buddy. This clock run.
And Hensley back up to the line, and again, does a little clap.
Checks with the sideline to get the play.
And quick slant over the middle for Israel Small, and he cannot hang on.
That ball was placed right in the bread basket there, but that ball was hot. That ball was coming out of his hands hot. Look at the release on that. Just, wow. But Smalls has got to make that catch, hit him right on the numbers. He knew it was his mistake there. He'll correct that on the next play.
So 2nd and 10 now for Anderson County. Hensley with a quick pitch out to Laru. Laru cuts it inside.
A little stutter step before he hit the hole, and then it was all downhill.
Pickup of 8 will make it 3rd and 2, and a Fulton player is slow to get up.
Jeremy Hall serving pancakes.
Yeah, we all heard it. Jeremy Hall was serving pancakes, courtesy of Mr. No. But that Anderson County line is playing well, and that's what's creating the opportunities for Laru to get those edges.
Handoff Laru up the middle.
No.
This time he's got enough for a first down.
Oh, wow.
And he's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Anderson County.
And there goes the fireworks. You know, that was just what an outstanding play. You know, you'll have to check out that Chuck Flashman replay on that one, but there was at least 2 juke moves in there. What an outstanding play.
And here is that Chuck Fleischman replay.
Starts it up the middle. Go. And 1, 2. Not going to catch that on the edge.
Nope. So Jackson Payne on to attempt the extra point. It's up. It's good. And so it took Anderson County 3 minutes exactly to get another one on the board. It's the Mavericks now leading over Fulton by a score of 28-13 on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Tim Elrod. Over the years, you've heard us at OEB Law say, let us turn your wreck into a check. We still do that for many families, but I want to take the time to go beyond the slogan. I think I've learned over the years, and more every day, that the most important thing for an attorney to understand is the value of being a partner to you. When you and your family call an attorney, you're calling because you need some help. You need someone to pull alongside you and stand with you. We understand the process of the legal system. You probably don't. So it's our responsibility to keep you informed about every step of the process. You're going to have questions about what's going on. What's next? What do I need to know? Our responsibility is to guide you through the process with the information that you need, the answers to your questions, and the assurance that we have your back at OEB Law. You have my word. We stand with you because communication is key.
Short kick, and he takes off on that side. Oh, wow. Great moves, great stiff arm, and then a flag. That was a great spin move, great stiff arm as he took the edge. There goes Ella.
Tackle him, and we have another Ella sighting. Tackle on that last play, number 13, Mr. Bennett Campbell.
Always good to see Ella retrieving the tee.
Yeah, I don't know what this penalty was for.
I thought he threw it on the stiff arm. He threw it right then when he put the stiff arm on him. I didn't see something before that. Did we miss something? I guess it's a block in the back that seemed to be going the wrong way for Fulton.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate for the Falcons, and that's exactly what they're calling it, a block in the back. So that will post the football at the 25.
Negated a great play there, but a great effort on Fulton's part. Anderson County's got to do something to shut this Fulton attack down. You know, they're probably going to be looking for an explosive play to come out of the gate and grab some momentum.
That kickoff, by the way, I was late getting on, was sponsored by the Local 102 Plumbers Steamfitters Union out of Knoxville. Hammers 1st and 10, handoff.
No, there goes that speed again.
Yeah, once again, and that's enough to move the sticks again. The Hammers 1st and 10.
Hammers 1st and 10 move there by Fulton.
Albert Johnson
certainly worked for every one of those yards. He gets the handoff, makes the corner, and then pops it to the outside looking to get some additional yards and gets that first down.
And the Anderson County community mourning the loss of one of their fans, Mr. Herschel Taylor, passed away today. Big supporter of this Anderson County program. So our condolences to Anderson County and his family.
That family's been instrumental in Anderson County schools and athletics for years, and certainly our condolences go out to that family.
So a quick out and maybe another quick 10 yards. That goes to Derek Smith this time.
Fulton's just working it down the field, taking what they can get, trying to get a sustained drive going. Looks like they're doing that, moving the sticks.
Yeah.
Just leaned forward and picked up the extra yard and got the first down.
So Hammers 1st and 10 again. Now the ball up to the 46-yard line. for the Falcons. Handoff.
Anderson County sniffed that one out from the get-go. They wasn't moving an inch on that line of scrimmage and just strung him out and took him down.
Yeah, this time the senior Johnson stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Flat, right in the back.
So 2nd and 10.
Fulton's lined up in that spread formation, changing the play at the line. Crowd responds with air horns.
Handoff Johnson again, and Johnson gets to the
tackle.
2nd level all the way into the Anderson County territory, and Johnson's slow to get up.
Johnson is slow to get up. It looked like he took maybe a stinger to the shoulder or something, but certainly got... What a play from the line of scrimmage. But is that a flag on the play?
I don't see it.
Yeah, you can't see it because it's in the McDonald's M.
Oh, I'm not loving it.
I don't know.
Because I can't see it.
But a big shout out to the Ferris family.
Yeah.
And that's going to take Fulton back and negate another good athletic play.
And this is a problem that Fulton's had tonight. You move the football on this Anderson County defense, but then you hurt yourself with penalties.
You shoot yourself in the foot and have to start all over again, and now it's 2nd and Clinton. Over the top. What an outstanding grab.
And
oh my
guess
goodness,
what?
High step it to the end zone.
There's not a flag on the play, so that means touchdown Fulton.
That's right. What a great throw and catch there. Athletic catch. You know, he went over the top. Receiver just high-pointed that ball, pulled it in. A few high steps later on the Chuck Flashman replay, and Fulton's got 6.
Wow.
Look at that. A couple of high steps and pay dirt down.
So Fulton again puts one on the board. They can cut this to a 1-score game with an extra point here. Snap, set, kick.
Oh, yeah. I think he's got 3 touchdowns.
And it's good.
Put that one through.
So Fulton comes out. They answer against an Anderson County score, and it's the Falcons now trailing 28-20 with 6:16 left to go in the 3rd quarter of your OEB Law Game of the Week.
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant Health, it means we see nearly 2.2 million visits annually. It means our 13,000 dedicated experts are all working together for a common goal. With over 150 locations throughout East Tennessee, you'll always find an open door to care, because we are committed to being the first, best, and strongest choice for the one number who matters most. You. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week as Fulton answers. And they'll get set to kick this one off. Kickoff sponsored by the Local 102, Plumbers Steamfitters Union out of Knoxville. Give them a call. Reminding you that there is no substitute for UA Skilled Craftsmen. And I want to make a note about the Plumbers Steamfitters Union. A friend of mine, Bobby Shelton, guy that I worked with, he is a Fulton alum, and his son is an Anderson County alum. So, not sure if he's getting to tune in tonight, but I want to say thoughts and prayers to that family dealing with a little bit of loss. So,
little low line drive kick there, fielded by Anderson County, trying to take it up that sideline again. Good field position to start with, no flags on the play.
That's Elijah Johnson on the return. And just to finish up my thought about Bobby, just letting you know, if you are watching, friend, thinking about you, and thoughts and prayers are with you.
Yeah, Anderson County is, really worked that left side of the field on their kick returns tonight and had a lot of success doing it.
Well, that was another more of like a line drive kick again.
Yeah, it was.
Now, see, the first kickoff that Fulton had went into the end zone.
Yeah,
so I thought,
it was a great kick.
Yeah, they're gonna be doing that the rest of the night, but that's not been the case since that first one.
Well, quick pass over there to the wideout again.
Yeah, that goes to Small, and Small picks up a gain up to the 48-yard line.
Coach Gillum's just stretching the field out there, letting the athletes make plays on athletes, and, that'll get you 5 yards.
2nd and 4 now. Handoff Laru. Laru has some room up the middle, and then he slipped down. That's about the definition of a shoestring tackle.
Yeah, he tested the right side of that line, made the cut back, saw the daylight, and, legs just wouldn't go fast enough for the feet.
It's a first down.
So on to the positive side of the field at the 47-yard line. Hammers 1st and 10 as we approach 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Handoff Laru. And Laru gets up to about the 42-yard line, so good pickup of about 5.
Just that initial acceleration out of the backfield for Laru is something to see there. When he takes those first couple of steps, and when he gets north-south, and he's got that cut move in there too that's really deceptive.
Now Fulton wants to take a timeout, talk about it, maybe try to slow this drive down a little bit. Your timeout sponsored by Patterson's Appliances. Follow them on Facebook for appliance specials, job postings, and more.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
Out of the timeout, back to your OEB Law Game of the Week. Can pass along with you that in the fourth quarter, Oneida leads Wartburg by a score of 6-0. Big game down there, John R. Dillon Field. Oak Ridge shut out Carnes. That final score 35-0.
How about this big score? Clinton 29, Campbell County 7.
Man. And here is Anderson County going long.
Goodness, laid out for it, just couldn't bring it home.
Yeah, trying to get Wolfenbarger, and man, you could see when he saw that ball was coming. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the Chuck Flashman replay or not, but he was like, oh, I got to go.
I got to go.
It's like he picked up speed right there.
But just, I'm sure he'll get coached up when he comes over to the sideline. But that's a big win for Clinton tonight. I know a lot of people in Clinton look forward to that game with Campbell County, and to see them come out on top certainly will give them some momentum going into the rest of the season for them. And it'll be good to hear about that on the Friday night free medical clinic call-in show.
Hensley, this pass is complete. And that's out to Pyatt. And that's enough for a Hammers 1st and 10. Yeah, they're the free medical clinic Friday night scoreboard show. It either airs at 10 or immediately following the conclusion of our game, whichever comes first.
I'll tell you this, Cox does a good job on that. Excuse me, and DJ Pendergrass, he does a great job on it. And missing Queener, but hopefully we'll see him in the future, but miss him. And I'm sure he's happy tonight with Clinton's win. And
Hensley! Oh,
goodness,
wow.
Did he catch that?
He did.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think.
Zach Hapney.
Wow.
And actually, it's ruled an incomplete.
It is ruled incomplete. The ref was standing right over the top of it. I can't wait to see Chuck Flashman replay on this one.
We have the benefit of replay. We'll get it up in just a second. We'll let you know.
Well,
But yeah, that's
that was something right there. But going back to Clinton, I know that that's a big win for them, and certainly want to congratulate them on that.
2nd and 10, fakes the handoff to Laru. Now just gets it out to Small real quick.
Well, if they,
I said small real quick, and let me tell you something. Small real quick.
Woo, woo, that's quick. You got that right on that one, and that's just Anderson County. You know, they just keep hammering away at it and testing those edges like they've been on all night. Small's, you know, just quick feet, and up the sideline he went, and another touchdown for the Mavericks.
And here is that Chuck Fleischman replay of Small. Just got that sideline and got gone.
Yeah.
And there's a flag on the play.
What?
Is that like the first one tonight?
That's to see another flag. Scoreboard's letting the folks know how we feel about that. Hold up the flag on the play. Yeah, a lot of flags.
Oh,
that's
man.
a good one.
Illegal procedure penalty on Anderson County.
And offsides on Fulton. We'll just kick it again.
Okay. Offsetting penalties. So, try this extra point again. And we got another flag.
Well, we didn't get the playoff yet. Flagapalooza. Oh, yeah, pick that up. Just put that back in your pocket over there. Another flag on the play.
So he's asking Coach Gillum if he wants to accept it or decline it. Sometimes in this position, coaches will accept it and then go for two because they get that much closer to the end zone.
You're throwing flags.
There's a mute button.
All right, so now we're going to attempt this extra point, hopefully. Snap, set, kick. And it's no good. After all that, it is no good.
No good.
So Anderson County has a 14-point lead, which Fulton likes, because now they don't have to go for two later in this game if they can score a couple more times. So with 3:42 left to go in the third quarter, it's Anderson County 34, Falcons 20 on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
So back at the OEB Law Game of the Week, Aaron Harvey, Tim Elrod. It is a final. Maryville defeats West tonight, 35-14.
What was the Oak Ridge score? Did that Oak Ridge score go final?
It did. It was 35-0.
Yeah. Buzzsaw.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure DJ Pendergrass will have something to say about that. That's Oak Ridge waking up at about the time they usually do wake up, and they can be a dangerous team the rest of this season. There's no doubt about it. They have the administration over there, they have the coaching over there, they have the athletes, and they have the community support. So, you know, I always keep Oak Ridge in the back of my head every Friday night because they can always be explosive.
Yes, they can.
And what was the score of the Wartburg game?
It's in the fourth quarter. Wartburg trails Oneida 6-0.
That's a good showing for Wartburg.
It absolutely is. So another kickoff, sponsored once again by the Local 102 Plumbers Steamfitters Union, and this one is taken at the 28-yard line.
He reverses his field, makes an athletic play.
There we go.
Oh.
And then he's up to the 39-yard line.
What was the number of the runner?
That's Derek Smith on the return.
And we have
Well, no. That's Walter McNair. And, yeah, he took a huge hit.
He took a huge hit at the end of the run, but what an athletic play back there in the backfield.
No, it was number 2. Number 2 wasn't the one that was shaken up, though. So, yeah, Derek Smith on the return.
Oh. Tough hit right there. Glad those players got up and got off the field.
All right, baby, here we go.
All right, Hammers 1st and 10.
Timeout.
Anderson County's taking a timeout. So this timeout is brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Quality appliances from brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
So, welcome back to Anderson County. Aaron Harvey, Tim Elrod. And, yeah, we are approaching, it's 15 till 10. This game has not even made it into the fourth quarter yet. Still 3:32 left to go in the third.
Blame the refs.
Well, I'm not going to outright do that, but...
I will.
Okay. You can do that. You can do that. I'm not going to do it, but you can do that.
Everybody's got a job to do, and theirs is a tough job, but, let's let them play some football.
So Hammers 1st and 10. Handoff. And
reaching out there. Tough run right there off that left side.
Looks like they'll give him about 3.
Yeah.
It's Albert Johnson again.
Tough running right there.
So, Mr. Elrod, didn't you used to officiate?
There was a time long ago in a galaxy far, far away that, yes, I used to referee basketball and work my way up through the Knox Ridge Association under Steve Queener's tutelage, and, did that for many years.
And here's a quick out, and great play by Trent Strickland. Strickland is my MVP of this game so far.
Definitely a playmaker, no doubt. That'd be a good choice. But yeah, I did that for a while, back when I was a younger man, that's for sure. It's been a while since I did it, but, it was because of that I learned if you got a Cofield-Wartburg basketball game, that's a barn burner. You got Oliver Springs versus Cofield, that's a barn burner. Sunbright playing up there at Oneida, just the East Tennessee sports is a great thing.
Sure is.
Oh, what a great play. What a great play.
Almost breaking free was Raymond Thomas.
One more step and he'd have broke that, but good coverage by the Mavericks, but laser throw there by the quarterback.
About an 11-yard gain.
Just a great throw, great catch, high-pointed the ball, got the ball in, secured the ball, took a couple steps, moves the sticks.
And here's Fulton. Fulton has averaged under 200 yards per game. And last week they went into overtime with Halls, but their touchdowns, neither one of them came on offense.
Yeah, right.
So this has been a huge step up for them against this Anderson County team.
Definitely.
Handoff, Johnson.
That second level of the Mavs shut that down, but they certainly won the line of scrimmage fight on that one.
Number 6.
3-yard gain will make it 2nd and 7.
Brought down by Taylor Davis and Cody the Cowboy Miller.
A minute left now in this third quarter.
Just takes the handoff, tough running, swarm defense.
Makes him better looking.
Gets him down. Let's see what Fulton comes up with this time. It wouldn't surprise me to see him go over the top on this one, try to get an explosive play in here.
And handoff Johnson. Johnson gets into the second level.
Oh!
And is tripped up, finally.
Shoestring touchdown saving tackle there by the cornerback. But what a play by Fulton, you know. Just misdirection all over the place. And then the speed takes off, and wow, shoestring tackle saves 6 right there.
Ball to 21, Hammers 1st and 10. Fulton threatening. Molden gets up the line to call the play. Doesn't have to take a snap here, but will. Fakes going to his left, instead rolls out to his right, and he's got to throw this one away.
Is that inside or outside the tackle box? Referee says inside?
He was outside the tackle box. I don't know if it crossed the line of scrimmage, though. So I'm not sure.
Well, but
or this could be an illegal man downfield.
That's okay. We got a flag in the defensive backfield anyway, so.
Well, see, that's what I think. I think it might be an ineligible receiver downfield.
Certainly had a lot of time to sit back there and try to find somebody, but the Mavericks had them covered up on the deep side of that.
No, it's going to be a block in the back against Anderson County.
Against Anderson County, a block in the back for defense. I don't know on that one. I think the fans take issue with that as well.
So, yeah, now we need to figure out if we'll have an untimed down or if that will be the end of the third quarter.
Defensive penalty, so it would be
I have no idea. Couldn't really see it on that replay. But that will move the football up to the 11-yard line. Hammers 1st and 10. And, yeah, we will have one untimed down. So clock showing zeros.
One untimed down.
I think the referees just wanted to use that rule. How often do you see that?
I don't very often at all.
Well, let's see what it produces for Fulton, see if they can capitalize.
This time they're going to run the Wildcat, and it's going nowhere.
No.
Tried to run it with Rajon Womble. And
Wildcat play brought down by 48.
Yeah, that middle of the line for the Mavs is tough. That's why you see a lot of these runs that they're breaking off and getting those big gainers.
It was a loss of 4. So when we begin the fourth quarter, Fulton will have it 2nd and 14 from the Anderson County 15-yard line. This is the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
Bringing the healthcare, primary care out to our rural communities, I've had patients tell me that if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be able to have any kind of health care. So us being able to go into these areas and provide that on-site care to these patients that can also come back week to week if they need for follow-up primary care, it is life-changing. It means a world of difference between actually life and death for them.
Welcome back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. I am Aaron Harvey, and you see Tony Lambert, defensive coordinator for the Anderson County Mavericks, trying to motivate his squad.
What a great story Coach Lambert is. You know, his family went through some difficulty with cancer recently and come out a winner on that, and I know that certainly lifted up Coach Lambert's spirits. And I'll tell you, that's a coach that puts his heart and soul into his team and knows those X's and O's, and the Mavericks are absolutely blessed to have that man in their family.
Yeah, my familiarity with Coach Lambert goes back to him as the head coach at Oneida. Led Oneida to a lot of success, some semifinal appearances. So 2nd and 14.
Oh, they're trying to get after him. Just going to run him out of bounds there.
Yeah, some Molden.
Just good downfield coverage by the Mavs.
Yep. He's going to lose 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Just didn't have anybody open. Good pressure. off the line of scrimmage, not blitzing, just regular pressure. And
he's been throwing the ball away tonight. I'm surprised he didn't do it that time.
Well, I think you're getting into that part of the game where, players are going to want to make plays, and if they don't execute, that makes bigger plays.
3rd and 17. Fulton can get a first down at the Anderson County 1. Molden, and flag on the play. The Falcons are going to be backed up 5 more yards.
Goodness.
It'll be 3rd and 22 after movement.
Fulton is 100% in this game. Fulton absolutely has 100% opportunity to win the game, but they've just got to stop making these mistakes after mistakes.
Third and 21. Molden takes a snap, drops. He's going to the corner of the end zone. Man is there, and it's caught!
What a catch! Oh, my goodness.
Wow!
Acrobatic.
Wow. Derek Smith, touchdown Fulton.
Wow.
What a play.
What a great play. Good pressure on the quarterback. He just sits in the pocket. He drops a dime. The receiver high points the ball. Can't wait for the Chuck Flashman replay. Here it comes. Just a beautiful throw. High points. Wow.
And then
what a great catch.
To know where he is on the field, as he's coming down, he puts the ball behind him to cross the plane. The extra point is up, and it's good. Fulton back within 7. It is Anderson County 34, Falcons 27, 11:37 left to go in this OEB Law Game of the Week.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
So back at the OEB Law Game of the Week. Buddy, I tell you, it feels like a Friday the 13th.
What a great ball game, right? That's East Tennessee football. Always coming out of break. It's always good to send a shout out to the UA Local 102 Plumbers and Pipe Fitters. UALocal102.org if you want more information.
Yeah, I don't say it a lot, but I am a journeyman pipe fitter.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I went through the 5-year apprenticeship program, got in 2016. So I am I'm a UA pipe fitter.
Well, listen, those guys provide great jobs to this community. They train up our youth. It's a great career path for a lot of kids. So appreciate everything they do.
Yeah, they just built. See, the hall's located up on North Broadway. You see the address there on your screen. But they just built a training center for the apprentices in Anderson County.
That's wonderful.
I passed it. It's on the turnpike there. I passed it on the way up here. And that's a brand new training facility. So,
and that's the type of investment in your community that you want to see them make. When you see them get on the BBB 12 Game of the Week and sponsor this game, and then build facilities to train our youth, and that kid is still going. Oh my goodness!
So, did the ball fall off the tee, or is that where he placed it? So he didn't kick it off of the tee.
I don't know.
And trying to make that ball bounce a little funny, and it didn't. It went right into Strickland's hands, and that's not who you want to have the football if you're Fulton.
Yeah, and Fulton, 4 missed tackles with a squib kick. That's why you're squib kicking it, is to hold them back and keep those explosive plays down, but they got a tackle.
Hammers 1st and 10. Anderson County already up to the Maverick 46-yard line. Pistol set. H-back to the left and 3 wideouts that way as well. Laru steps up, quick pitch to him, and Laru will look to get the outside, and he does. They'll give him 14.
You know, he just ran down that whole line, you know, just looking for his hole, and then just finally takes the outside. 1, and there he goes. Finds his hole, lowers his shoulder, finishes the run. Strong run.
You got to give a lot of credit to those wideouts blocking downfield for Anderson County, too.
Oh, absolutely. They're doing a good job for those backs tonight. There's no doubt about that. And the same could be said for Fulton's wide receivers as well.
Oh, yeah. So here is Hensley, handoff up the middle to Laru, and Laru's legs are cut out from under him after a pickup of 5. That'll make it 2nd and 5.
You know, he just hits that hole so hard, and when he's in north-south mode, man, you've got to take out his legs.
So, ball at the 36-yard line. Hensley. Hand off Laru again.
Oh, what a
this time. Yeah.
He spun out of one, but couldn't get out of the second one, and that ended that run. You know, Hensley, the quarterback, he's been just a great game manager tonight. He's not making too many mental mistakes. I haven't seen any, really. Just a real consistent player.
Yeah, Laru looks a little bit winded.
Miller, next week you should wear an orange shirt, pretend to get sick like this.
3rd and 5.
Anderson County's checking for the play, coming in from the coach. You know, they've run this style offense for as long as I can remember. Well, since Gillum came here, I suppose, and it takes some getting used to. Some people say it slows the game down, but what it does is it allows those players to better evaluate the defense that they have before them and try to put the ball where it needs to be, you know, based on what they see. And sometimes, you know, a lot of fans say, well, that just slows the game down such. And, yeah, it does, but it's a significant advantage to the offense. And you see more and more teams doing it. So
Laru gets just enough for the Hammers 1st and 10. You know, the first time I saw that was in 2006 when David Cutcliffe came back to be the offensive coordinator at UT. He was doing that with Eric Ainge.
Well, it's effective. And,
yeah.
Wow.
And there is Laru.
No.
Laru.
Wow. He was diving. What a great diving tackle there. But Laru just hit the Jets on that one.
They give him the 7, so it'll be a Hammers 1st and goal.
And that Chuck Flossman replay shows him just hitting the hole, and then look at this diving tackle. What a great tackle.
By Raymond Thomas. And quickly, Hensley's going to keep it on 1st down. And no gain on the play. We'll make it 2nd and goal from the 7. No, I'm sorry. I think they ran a wildcat there. No, it was Hensley. I was busy watching the Chuck Fleischman replay when they snapped that football. Hensley handoff. And
just run it into the...
Yeah, this was Cody Miller.
Cody Miller putting it down on, looks like the hash line. Looks like they're going to go hurry up here. Try to stick it in quick, it looks like maybe. Yeah, you ain't going to stop that.
So, Anderson County's back in the end zone. Touchdown, Mavericks.
Fireworks are going off.
Cody Miller. Let Laru do all the work to get you down there, and then you rely on your H-back to do it the rest of the way.
Cody Miller certainly punching it in. Big props out to him, you know, north-south runner, feeling the juice there in the celebration.
to snap is Hall. To hold, Russell.
Andrews County is one player short, so they'll run Taylor Davis on late. 8 seconds on the play clock. Still plenty of time to get that off. And that extra point is up. It's good. So it's 7:05 left to go in the fourth quarter. Who would have thought this is turning kind of into a shootout? Anderson County leads by 2 scores once again. 41-27 on the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Upgrade your home with stunning natural gas appliances from Oak Ridge Utility District. Enjoy 0% financing with approved credit and turn your dream kitchen into a reality. Call today for a free estimate, get free delivery on all purchases, and enjoy handsome incentives on our appliances. Free delivery, 0% financing, and impressive incentives makes now the perfect time to switch to affordable, safe, and reliable natural gas. Don't wait. Choose Oak Ridge Utility District, your affordable energy choice. Call now or visit our website to get started.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week, Aaron Harvey, Tim Elrod with you. And it has gone final. Oneida holds on to defeat Wartburg. Final score is 6-0. Final score out of Midway. Coalfield gets the win over the Green Wave, 35-13.
Well, that score probably doesn't reflect how that game played out. I'm sure Coalfield will have a lot to improve on coming back into next week.
Yeah, it was 14-7 at the half.
Yeah, that's not playing to the Coalfield standard. Even I know that.
Yeah. So, once again, Anderson County getting set to kick it off. This is sponsored by the UA Local 102. Plumbers, pipe fitters out of Knoxville. Reminding you, there is no substitute for UA skilled craftsmen. Once again, this is Jackson Payne, and he'll kick it from the left hash.
Well, they've been kind of pooch kicking it all night. Let's see if they follow suit. Just about in the same spot again. That seems to be where they want to kick it tonight.
It's returnable.
But they don't want to let him return it.
They said he called for a fair catch.
Oh. Can you do that?
You can?
We have an Ellis sighting.
Well, we got an Ellis sighting out of it. So I guess he called for a fair catch? Does he think he called for a fair catch?
No.
Well, let's see what he did. Chuck Flashman replay says, I didn't see no fair catch.
Well,
he didn't think.
He was confused.
Well.
Oh. So it wasn't the one who caught the ball, it was the person in front of him. And that still counts.
Does it?
It does. Sure does. Anybody on the team can call for a fair catch.
I didn't know that.
Oh. Well, I'm glad I can be here to give you that information.
Well, you won't have to put up with me next week. You'll get the good doctor back. We need you to feel better, sir.
You'll stop by, right? You'll stop by. Okay.
Where are we going next week?
It's we're going to Rockwood. I knew it was Oliver Springs. I wasn't sure if it was there or at Rockwood.
I like that Oliver Springs
Rockwood
team.
Yeah,
I really do. I've got to see those kids since they were freshmen. You know, being with you guys, going to the games their way, and got to watch that group of freshmen when they kind of broke on the scene at Coalfield. Really put Coalfield to the mat, but.
That's a senior class that'll be remembered for years to come in that community.
They get the big win over South Pitt, so you know, props to the Oz. It's always good to see them do, and they got a great community down there too. When you go to a game at Oliver Springs, it's a good community game.
It is a lot of fun.
And you just do that one in the dirt or turf.
Yeah. That was almost an intentional grounding. But it wasn't. So now, Fulton facing a 3rd and 10. And it almost seems like their valiant effort is starting, like the door is starting to close on their valiant effort.
Yeah, I mean, is this a have-to score? Yeah. I mean, this is a have-to score. They have to have a touchdown here. They have to do something to change the momentum, and if they can't do it on offense, they're certainly going to need to do it on defense.
Yeah, so they're going to call a timeout because this is a really big third down in this game. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Thank you for your support over 35 years.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford and Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Experience quality and value in this pre-owned 2023 Ford Expedition Limited 4x4 $67,950. 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor SVT $41,950. 2023 Ford Escape ST Line $28,940. Local you trust, pre-owned vehicles you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
So back to the OEB Law game of the week out of the timeout. Aaron Harvey, Tim Elrod. Once again, we want to send a shout out to the doc, Coach Dan Shoemaker at home. Feeling under the weather. It hit him all of a sudden today.
Well, he's missing a good show here at Anderson County. What a great ball game, getting to see the lights, hear the noise, and see some good football.
Yeah, I hate it. This is the one he's missing out on. So Molden has split backs. They'll switch sides. Fakes a handoff to Johnson. Molden looking downfield. Man's there.
Oh, did he catch it? Give it to him.
No, incomplete. And he immediately goes down with a cramp.
Yeah, it was a great effort. He laid out for that. I think he made the catch.
They called it incomplete. It looked like. See the Chuck Flashing replay. See exactly what happened. No,
he didn't make the catch. But he did make a great effort. That's really laying out for the ball. Of course, the cramp got him at the end.
I think that's probably what happened. When he went to lay out for that ball, I think the cramp got him.
Yeah, they were coming out of a timeout, and that's bound to happen. Cramps usually, I've not seen as many cramps as we've had in past seasons this year. I think that's attributable to him moving those kickoff times back early in the season.
So Fulton is going to have to punt this and try to get a stop on defense. And it is a low end-over-ender that gets a good bounce for Fulton. And credit Strickland right there.
Yeah.
Because Strickland got the Fulton player
to pick it up.
Kears Cox. Probably could have got more yardage out of that one.
It's a good, what do they call that, football IQ?
Yeah, spooked him into making that.
Quick kick.
And then
great roll.
It's excellent roll. Yeah.
Yep.
Then he grabbed it because Strickland was
probably saved him 5-10 yards right there.
Yeah.
Maybe. Smart move.
So Hammers 1st and 10, ball at the 43. Fulton running a player on late. Hensley pitches out to Laru. Laru looking for the outside.
How many times have we seen that play tonight?
Quite a bit.
It's either left or right. I'd really like to see Hensley step back in the pocket and launch one for the end zone.
See the Chuck Fleischman replay here.
Yeah, Fulton knows what's coming. I mean, you got 5:13 left in the ball game. Anderson County's looking to work that clock. Fulton's looking to get the ball back. They're going to be playing swarm defense on everything. And
yeah, the Falcons only have one timeout.
No, that's right. They've burned 2 of them.
So the clock's working, really working against them right now. 10 seconds on the play clock for Anderson County. Hensley up the line. He'll snap it with 4 on the clock. Handoff goes to Laru. Laru is free. Wow. Up the sideline. And
He tried to stay. Looked like he was pirouetting on the sidelines there, trying to stay in bounds, but I think they marked him out there.
Yeah.
But listen, you say what you say. We've been running the ball to the left, running it to the right. Well, to be the man, you got to beat the man, and Fulton can't shut it down consistently, so I suspect Gillum will keep running it. Trying to get the pirouette at the end, though.
And he was upset he didn't stay in bounds there. He's like, ah.
Chris Miller, put your headset on. Chris Miller, your headset.
So Hensley brings his team back up to the line. Play is called. Gets a snap. Fake stand off to Laru.
Oh, he's going to let it go. Wide open.
Wide open. Walking into the end zone.
That's the one.
That is Wolfenbarger. Touchdown, Anderson County.
There goes the fireworks. Big night at the Bull Ring tonight. Putting this one on lockdown probably. What a great pass. Like I said, looking for him to go over the top. There it was. And Fulton just wasn't ready for that and split the middle. And nobody's home except for number 5. And that'll give him 6.
It's like you called that play. Did you text somebody?
No, but look, I mean, left, right, and then over the top. Oh, yeah.
4:29 left to play in this one. Anderson County leads by 21.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week, Garen Harvey, Tim Elrod, Anderson County, Fulton, and another kickoff sponsored by the UA Local 102 out of Knoxville. Go to ualocal102.org for more information. Great program. You can get involved in it.
Yeah, there's a reason that says local, because it's a local association. So
that is correct.
You always got to give back to the local.
It's all right.
So we got once more a kickoff.
And here we are in the fourth quarter. Still got a great crowd turnout tonight. Bands are still going strong. Fulton traveled well. Comes that low liner kick, and that'll get into the end zone.
Jackson Payne's kick.
And there's Ella.
End zone for a touchback. And we have yet another Ella sighting.
I don't know why the University of Tennessee doesn't draft Ella. Give her an NIL deal.
Yeah.
And let her do that at Neyland.
Yeah.
I guess they don't want any competition for Smokey.
That would be it, yeah.
But
I'll make Smokey jealous.
But does Smokey go get the tea?
No.
No. That is the friendliest dog. That dog will let you pet her forever.
And love every bit of it.
Won't stop wagging that tail. Good dog.
4:29 left to go.
Well, Fulton's got to give us an answer here.
Hammers 1st and 10.
Well defended on that.
Yeah, Johnson stays on his feet. It gets up to about the 25, so pick up a 5.
The legend, Jody Ryan. Pass complete to Johnson.
Oh, yeah?
Down by Evan Pike.
Oh, that's the athletic director, Jody Wright, ain't it?
Yep.
Right there on the sideline. Always good to see Jody. What a great basketball coach. Legend. Great athletic director. Runs a great program over at Fulton. Great community supporter. Could not. Wasn't he inducted into the Hall of Fame or something as well? Yeah.
Yes.
Hand off Johnson. Johnson gets close to the first down.
Johnson on the run, brought down by 48 Crumpley and 59 Carroll. I didn't see it.
Well, Fulton, I mean, they're making positive yards, but that clock is really working against them.
Yeah.
They're going to have to find some big plays and.
Yeah, they're about out of gas in this one.
Yeah, they're not. You know, they need to hustle up to that line there, maybe a little quicker, but.
Hand off, Johnson again, and Johnson only needed one. Picked up more than that for sure, so looks like he gets the Hammers 1st and 10.
55 shooken up on the play a little bit with his arm there. But you know what can you say, Fulton? You gotta gash them right now. You gotta get the chunk plays. You gotta move the sticks. You gotta work the sidelines. You know, tick-tock goes the clock.
This was a really, really good showing from this Fulton team, though, against a really good Anderson County team.
Oh, he's looking for something, but...
And finds it.
And he does. Positive yards there, gets out of bounds.
Molden.
Stops the clock. Just looking to make a play. You know, this late in the game, you're just looking to make a play.
Complete to number 8, Walter McNair.
Up to the 40.
Had the fake pump and then just found him.
What we got?
That's 2nd and 4. Did we get a timeout? Wait, injury timeout or?
Yeah.
Okay.
In East Tennessee, our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the advanced skills needed to be the very best in the industry. Keep jobs local and the money in the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members.
So there was an injury on the play. That's what the confusion was. I couldn't see it from our vantage point. But yeah, we're back at it. 2:17 left to play in this game. Fulton facing a 2nd and 3 now.
Well, Fulton needs to find something here.
Molden 5-step drop.
He's letting loose. Big chunk play. Ooh. Well, you know, I think you got a leg cramp by the wide receiver. He kind of landed awkward, though. Looks like they got tangled up going down through there with their legs. We'll see what the Chuck Flashman replay says. They just kind of got tangled up there a little bit, and
yeah,
everybody lost sight of the ball.
Yeah. So 3rd and 4, I think you feel like you throw the ball down the field, 2nd and 4, because you still have 3rd and very manageable.
.210 left.
Molden handoff, Johnson.
They're just, you know, when you see those kind of plays run late in the game, you think, well, you know, maybe they're just trying to run it out and finish strong. But, you know, a lot of times, and Fulton's certainly shown this last night, you set up that deep, explosive play with running it up a middle where you know you're only going to get 3 or 4 yards, if that.
Yeah.
And that opens that over the top pass up and those bubble screens. And I'm sure we'll see a deep pass here from Fulton.
Hammers 1st and 10. Molden sends a guy in motion. Now he'll draw back to pass.
Oh, number 0's got a beat on him.
Yeah.
Got a beat on him. Makes the catch. Makes the catch short of the first down, but what an athletic play there as well.
Yeah, what is it? Pickup of close to 5.
Close to 5.
We'll make it 2nd and 5, but yeah.
Zero came off the edge there, and he had a look at that spin move off the line. Great move off the line. Just tracking him down.
Yep, that's Derek Smith coming back to catch that football. Under a minute left to play.
See if Fulton can dial something up here. They're going to need it. Little shuffle pass type thing. He gets the edge, gets the first down. Whoa. Did you see him turning his legs?
Yeah. I think Anderson County might have expected him to go out of bounds to stop the clock, and he didn't. So Thomas picks up enough to move the sticks. And that stopped the clock temporarily.
Well, they didn't stop it. It's still running. Nobody seems to be. Sounds like some people's beating on some sheet metal down there.
Fulton.
Just the student section.
Yeah.
Fulton's going to see what they can get on the last play of the game, probably. Oh, nobody's home.
Molden steps up, and that will be the last play of the game.
Good ball game, good ball game.
Fireworks going off in celebration of this Anderson County victory. The first region game of the season for the Mavericks. And got to hand it to Fulton. The Falcons came in and put up a great effort. The final score does not reflect how good of a game this was.
No, I think this was a well-played game. Once they got the penalties out of their system, but
Next Friday night at a 7 p.m. kickoff. Good luck the rest of the way.
The penalties out of their system.
Yeah, I was mesmerized by the fireworks. They kept shooting them off, and then suddenly they stopped, and I was expecting more.
I don't know that I've ever seen a game with as many penalties as we had tonight, just speaking on that briefly. But Anderson County?
But a great game. We're going to have a great ball game next week. That's going to be exciting, but 48-27, Anderson County gets the win. Clinton gets the win. Oak Ridge gets a win. Cofield
got the win.
Struggle win.
Yep.
Got to call that struggle win.
Yeah.
But sounds like a good night for football in East Tennessee, and so glad y'all had me out tonight, and I've enjoyed it, and look forward to hearing the doctor on the broadcast next week.
Yeah, I'll be glad to have him back, but I have enjoyed spending this time with you. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's great, especially when everybody loves football.
Yeah, exactly. So it's been a lot of fun. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. From Anderson County, for Brad Jones, for Tim Elrod, all the cameramen, and for Chandler Jones back in the studio. Stick around for the Free Medical Clinic Friday Night Scoreboard Show right here. Until then, so long, folks.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's 1 person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.